Yo, what is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome back on in to another edition of Sixer Game Day Live. Last game of a West Coast trip. Guess we'll call it Sixer Nighttime Live while we still have the opportunity. Sixers out in Golden State. Second of a back-to-back. Looking to pick themselves up to avenge the choke from late last night. Going up against some of the greatest players in Steph Curry and Draymond, who have accomplished a lot. Now playing with a younger core. They've been struggling as of late. Coming off a couple days of rest. Sixers are going to have their hands full tonight, but thankfully, they get Joel Embiid back for the second of a back-to-back. A couple other guys return. We'll have all the updates. We'll have all of it for you right here on the Sixers Game Day Live show. Let's go, man. Sixers need a win tonight. In my opinion, this is a must-win. You got to bounce back, man. You got to bounce back in a big-time way. It's now or never, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome on in, man. Happy Thursday evening. Kind of feels like the days are off a little bit. You know what I mean? With the whole holidays and New Year. Fact of the matter is, it's 2025. We are here, and hopefully the Sixers did not give us an indication of what 2025 will be like last night when they went down late night. We were up covering it all till about 2 in the morning. We have our pregame, live game, postgame. Obviously, the Sixers went down and they had dominated the entire game last night and choked with 3.5 minutes to go. They let the Kings go on a 15-0 run to win the basketball game. In the grand scheme of things, when sleeping on it, yeah, you're frustrated, yeah, you're pissed off. But they also had 5 guys out. And tonight they get their main man back, the anchor, Joel Embiid. We will talk about it all. But ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tapping in from tonight, and welcome in officially to Philly Take with RB. It's the Sixers Game Day Live show presented by our great friends at Kook Burger and Bar. And as always, we're powered by BetUS. We have the 13-18 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 16-16 Golden State Warriors. This right here is the number one Sixers Game Day Live show, where we give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and analysis as it all goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do me a huge favor, man. First act of business, you know the drill. Come into the chat, hit the likes. Hit the like button down below. You guys were incredible yesterday. Matter of fact, we got to 500 by the end of the game. We were waking the damn neighbors up. Let me tell you something, all right? They did not have a good New Year's night. They were up, late on New Year's Eve. They were partying, doing their thing. They were pissed off last night. We kept ringing that bell, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat helping us to wake up the neighbors. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, like the show right now. Hit the subscribe if you want to join in on the live chat. And if you want to become an official part of our Philly Take family, hit that join button or the link pinned in the chat. Become a channel member today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow my Twitter as well at RB Philly Take. That's how you can connect with me everywhere behind the scenes. And special shout out to all the members, man. Shout out to the members. We'll give you some shout outs here in a few seconds. But if you want to get those cool exclusive emojis in the chat, if you want to get the loyalty badges, I see the MVPs, I see the GOATs in here. If you want to get those loyalty badges as well as some other really cool perks, hit that join button or the link pinned in the chat and become a channel member today. Shout out to the few people last night, Merksy, Secret, John, who were gifting channel memberships last night. So you might have one even if you weren't here. We have a great community, man. Just, blessing the chat, blessing the community. Appreciate everybody And thank you all for being here. This is finally the last game of the West Coast trip, second West Coast trip of the season. So I think after this, they'll have maybe like 1 or 2 more games this season that are late, but nothing like this, right? Back to back. How are they going to do us like this? 10 p.m. here on the East Coast, but nonetheless, man, we enjoy it and we love it. And we're staying up. Tomorrow's Friday. You know the drill. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and kick it off into Sixers pregame live. We do this every single game, pregame, live game, and postgame. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to get me going in the chat, though, all right? I need y'all to get me going in the chat. We need to wake up the neighbors. You got to wake up RB. I know a lot of us in here still might be sleepy from last night, especially staying up late night as we were ranting at 1:32 in the morning. But the best part about it is that we can put that away and you can bounce right back tonight. Got to bounce right back tonight. So give me your thoughts in the chat, man. Jason A-Team in the building. What's up, Jason? $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, RBU the GOAT. Glad Embiid is playing. What about Paul George and Kelly Oubre? We need them both to be great. I hate how Nick Nurse doesn't play the young guys. Why? Listen, Jason, I agree 100%, bro. 100%. And thank you, Jason, for leading me right into what I wanted to talk about. So let's start it off with the injury report. Let's go to the injury report for the 76ers. As I mentioned, Joel Embiid will be back. He was listed day to day. He actually was not listed with a sinus fracture today, which kind of makes me feel like he might not use the mask anymore. I think that would help him out a lot. And a lot of people were frustrated that he sat yesterday. I think it's a little too early in the new year to be overly concerned, but I did say on the postgame last night that if Joel Embiid does not play back-to-backs, in these next couple of weeks, then it is time to start being concerned because, there's 12 back-to-backs in the next 3 months, and Joel Embiid cannot afford to sit out 12 games on back-to-backs. And the fact of the matter is, last night, they still should have won the game, even with Joel out. And it just sucks to go down in a game like that when the other team is essentially trying to hand it to you, So, yeah, Joel Embiid's back tonight, but unfortunately, Kelly Oubre is still remaining out with a hand injury. Now, the thing I don't understand is Andre Drummond is out tonight with a left toe sprain. So you brought Drummond back last night. He played a lot of minutes into the fourth quarter as well. And now Drummond can't play with a toe sprain. So you're telling me he played through it yesterday? What, did he re-injure it? I just don't understand. This is how I knew Joel Embiid was going to play today, because Drummond's out, right? And now Yabusele's going to have to play the backup 5 again, which last night, Nurse went into the game throwing Yabusele into the fire against Domantas Sabonis. I thought that was a terrible idea. But nonetheless, Yabu had to play a lot of minutes last night, and now, he's going to be playing the backup 5 again tonight. And hopefully we see some lineups where he's next to Joel Embiid. But we know that's the state of the Sixers right now. They're banged up, and they have a lot of guys out. So Kelly Oubre out again. Drummond is out tonight. We know Jared McCain's out, and KJ Martin remains out as well. He will be reevaluated, I think, in a week. So, the Sixers are going to have to get creative. They're going to have to dive into their bench more. But with Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid on the floor together from start to finish in a game, they have not lost yet. I believe they're 4 or 5-0. So, Sixers are going to have to get production, obviously, out of Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. Paul George really folded in crunch time yesterday. He had a really good game. He had 30 points, but, when push came to shove, him and Tyrese Maxey could not get it done in crunch time. So we'll see what they can do tonight, and hopefully we can flush that out of the system from last night, because that was absolutely brutal. And like I said, I was struggling on how to feel with the game because they were down so many people, but yeah, man, they should have won that game. Anyway, for the Golden State Warriors, a lot of guys were questionable, banged up. I'm still waiting on the starting lineups, but Curry, Draymond, Anderson, Brandon Pajemski, they were all listed as day-to-day. I think Pajemski is officially out, but Curry will probably play. I mean, he's out here warming up. Draymond should play. And Wiggins was listed as day-to-day, so we'll see what everybody's got going on. Warriors should have most of their guys on the floor tonight. And real quick, let's talk about the recent schedules. The Sixers have won 4 out of 5. Obviously a bad loss last night. But the Golden State Warriors have lost 4 out of 5. They've actually lost, hold on, what is it, 5, 6, 7 out of 9. So Warriors had a really good start to the season. You know, the first couple weeks, they were winning a lot. I think they were like 9-2. And, you know, a couple injuries stacked up. Curry can't do it all himself. And the Warriors' young players just have not come through. You know, the Moody's of the world, Kuminga, Wiggins, obviously not young anymore, but these role players that they're trying to put around Steph and Draymond, you know, and obviously Draymond doesn't have that big of a role compared to what he used to, but they just don't have enough. You know, they're young and they're trying to find their way, and they're still trying to rely on Steph way too much. So Kuminga has had a couple big games in the last 5, so definitely keep your eyes on him. He had like a really, really bad start to the year, and he's starting to figure it out slowly but surely. Steph is averaging 22 points per game, so, you know, not his normal MVP-like numbers, but Steph's still doing his thing, still a very good lethal shooter, and against the Sixers, he'll probably, you know, go 20 for 21 from 3. But anyway, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, and this is the first time that we get to see Buddy Hield, who is no longer a 76er. Obviously, they made the trade last year. Didn't work out to their expectation, but Buddy Hield shooting 39% from 3 on the season. Andrew Wiggins shooting 41%. Curry's at 40%. So they have some guys that can knock down. DeAnthony Melton was on this team. He got included in a trade to Brooklyn. So now they have Dennis Schroeder. So he's been a nice upgrade for them. Hasn't really been playing well the last couple games, but yeah, man. Warriors have a lot of guards, a lot of guys who could put it on the floor. Going to have to defend well. I think Joel Embiid can have a pretty good game here. I mean, you look at the Warriors, they don't have a lot of bigs. I mean, do they even have many centers on the damn team? Like, Draymond plays some 5. They have Trace Jackson Davis who comes off the bench. But the Warriors are very interesting, man. Like, they don't really utilize bigs that much. They do a lot of like off-ball screens, running around, and they try to beat you with shooting games. But, you know, in recent stretches, like when they're not on, they're just not on. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, man. But, you know, we look at the Sixers, right? Tyrese Maxey's had a really good 8-game stretch here. Paul George had a really nice game last night, but again, both guys just could not come up in crunch time. And I thought Nick Nurse had a terrible coaching performance to end that game yesterday. But it's the one thing we always talk about, right? You bring Joel Embiid back in the game, you put him back on the floor, the team plays completely different. So we're just gonna see a different brand of basketball tonight. I think Maxey and Embiid will get that 2-man game going, and we will see how Paul George can fit in. Gonna need a big Yabu game, big Caleb Martin game. We'll see what happens. $5 super chat from JB Warnock. Thank you so much. Says RB, did you tell Coach about his decision when to pull Gordon and Lowry? Well, that's the next thing I want to get to, man. That's the next thing I want to get to. Thank you so much, JB. So, our starting lineup tonight, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts on this in the chat. Kyle Lowry will start again tonight. No offense, man. I promise I'm not trying to hate on Kyle Lowry. I'm not. But, Nick, come on, man. Kyle Lowry played 6 minutes in the first half yesterday. He was unplayable. Tried to bring him in a little bit in the third. He just can't play him, man. Got to stop starting him. I would play Reggie Jackson tonight. I would play Jeff Doughton Jr. tonight. Why are you still starting Kyle Lowry? It's ridiculous, man. Like, he's better suited as a coach. He's better suited as a coach. So, Eric Gordon's going to play tonight. We know that. Nick Nurse kept him in like 7 minutes yesterday in the fourth quarter. Just inexcusable stuff. So, yeah, man. To your question, JB, no, I didn't tell him. And Gordon and Lowry are going to play substantial minutes tonight. I already know it's coming. All right, man. Before we talk a little bit more about this, I got to go to the chat. I got to get your guys' thoughts. Obviously, the Sixers need a bounce back game. But personally, who do you think is going to go off tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is going to score the most points tonight? I want you right now in the comment section to drop your prediction, all right? I want the person from either team, only one, and I want how many points they are going to put up tonight in this game in the chat. Yesterday, I got one wrong. I think I had 4 games in a row correct, and I said PG had no chance, but he did have 30 yesterday. De'Aaron Fox ended up having 35, which was the leader, but obviously the 30-point game was overshadowed. So, ladies and gentlemen, who is cooking right now? Presented by Kook Burger and Bar officially. Who is going to cook tonight? Give me your thoughts in the chat. Who will have the most points in this game, and how many points will they have? Kook Burger and Bar is Philly's best kept secret, where they are serious about fun food. They are the go-to spot on Philly game days. They have tons of great items on the menu, delicious burgers, loaded fries, tasty apps, and cold drinks all game long. And they're not just a burger joint. They'll whip you up the signature Shoobie Shake, aka the best milkshake you'll ever try in your life. Matter of fact, I was actually just looking at their Instagram today. Check them out at Kook Burger Bar. And they have some special ones going on for the holiday season. Obviously, we're kind of getting out of that now, but man, really just some delicious shakes. They actually won a couple of awards, so go check them out on Instagram, and they have the Kook Beach all set up. They literally have a beach in their establishment where you can hang out and watch some of the games and, you know, eat food and just have some good vibes, man. So check them out, 21st and Market Street in Center City, Philadelphia. Kook Burger and Bar. Who is cooking tonight? Man, I don't know. I mean, I'm tempted to go with Joel, but, you know, unfortunately, I think Steph Curry's going to have a crazy game. I think Curry's going to have a night. I still think Joel's going to have above 30 because I don't think anybody on the Warriors can stop him. But I'm going to go with Steph Curry tonight just because this is the exact type of game where Steph Curry will drop like 50. Sixers still may win, but I think Steph Curry's just going to go off. And the Sixers have been playing a lot better defensively, but Steph Curry is a different breed. I know he's only averaging 22 points per game, but I am going to go with Steph Curry, and I'm going to say he drops like 38 tonight. I'm going to say Curry drops 38 and leads the game in scoring. So I'm going to go Steph Curry with 38 points. What do you guys think, man? I'm going Curry with 38. I think Joel will have 34. But I'm going to say Curry with 38. So this is the first time I'm picking an opposition in a while, but let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Maxi with 70. Let's go, Nick. Maxi a 70-piece. Sixer Sam says Maxi 30. Banch is Maxi with 38. Kayla Martin with 31. That's a good surprise pick there. Let's see. Mad Max with a 30 burger. Iridescent says Embiid with a 41-piece. Ego says Joel should shoot 25 free throws tonight. I feel like this is going to be one of those games where Joel starts off really slow and then he just goes off in the third quarter. Let's see. Reggie Jackson with 40. Okay. Kyle Lowry scores 20 for the first time in 17 years. Iridescent says, I went to Cook on my lunch Monday. Pretty good stuff. Shake was excellent. Let's go, Iridescent. Shout out to you. Did you already know about them or did you find out through our channel, man? Shout out to Iridescent for supporting the sponsor. Let's see. Khalik and Luke, $5 super chat. Says, hope you're having an amazing day, RB. Love your videos. Embiid 34 with the leading score tonight. Khalik and Luke, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate that, man. Good prediction. I'm going with the same prediction. I say Embiid with 34, and I'm saying Curry goes for 38. Appreciate the love, man. Maxi with a comeback game, 34 points. Curry with 45. Joel with 40 tonight. Maxi with a 20-piece. I don't think that's going to lead out the scores, but good guess. Joel 36. Justin Edwards with 23. We're just throwing out crazy stuff now, man. I'll be honest, man. Second of a back-to-back at 10 p.m. is not easy for us to stay up, man. So appreciate you guys being in the chat. Once again, shout out to Kook Burger and Bar. Iridescence is found out through here. Appreciate you for supporting the sponsors, man. Let them know RB sent you. Next time y'all go, man, let them know RB sent you. All right. We got to get to our final predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to drop your final score prediction. Do the Sixers bounce back after a classic, old, traditional Sixers choke in the fourth quarter? If you weren't here last night, the Sixers Give up a 15-0 run at the end of the game to lose, and it was absolutely brutal. But do they get the W tonight? Let's take a look at the odds right now. BetUS, guys, you can check out BetUS, our other great partner of the Game Day show. It is the odd of the day presented by BetUS. They have the Sixers as a 3.5-point underdog. BetUS thinks the Warriors are going to win this game. Obviously, they're a little more desperate right now for a win since they've lost 4 out of 5. But I am going to disagree with BetUS. But right now, you can go to BetUS.com. You can get the Sixers underdog odds, 3.5 spread, and use the code YouTube150 to get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 over on BetUS. Once again, use the code YouTube150. They got you with all the best bonuses in the industry. Check them out, man. Shout out to BetUS. NFL playoffs coming around the corner. All right, man. Time to get us going. I'll read out some predictions. I think the Sixers get a W tonight. I think they bounce back. I'm going 106 to 102. Let's go, man. Let's go. Drop the beat, man. Take us into the game day. 10 p.m. Last game of the West Coast trip. Ladies and gentlemen, like the show right now. We got 200 plus in the building. Do me a solid, man. Let YouTube know you're enjoying this content. Get us up to 100 likes. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Starting lineup: Steph Curry, Dennis Schroeder, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Trace Jackson Davis playing the 5. And we already mentioned the Sixers: Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Caleb Martin, and Joel Embiid returns tonight. No Oubre, no KJ Martin. $2 Super Chat. Kalik and Luke says you deserve infinite subs. Curry with 28, 111, 107 Sixers. I like it. Excuse me. I like it, man. Great prediction, Kalik. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. I'm saying Sixers 106, 102. And Curry goes for 38, Embiid for 34. And Warriors, 18 starting lineup combinations. Most in the NBA. That's a lot of different starting lineups, man. We'll get the other scoreboard back up here in just a second. We'll get that going. All right, let's read out a couple of the predictions I see in the chat. 106, 103 Sixers, 121, 119 Sixers, 118, 110 says Ego. What's up, Ego? Sixers Sam, 114, 110. Kevin, 110, 95. What else we got? Lexi says 120 to 116. Warriors, 112, 104, 106, 100 Sixers. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Joel Embiid still repping the mask out here as we tip off. We will be on a bit of a natural delay, and it might be more tonight, just so you guys know, because this game is nationally broadcasted, so those are usually a little more ahead. So please do me a favor and sync up your stream with mine. That way you're not ahead in the chat. No spoilers. Mods, keep on it. Here's Steph Curry for 3, and there we go. Just like I said, man, Curry starting it off with a bang. Warriors are repping, looks like their alternate jerseys. White jerseys with red lettering. Sixers rocking their blue unis. It's been a while since they've repped the blue unis. There goes Maxey in for a floater. So Tyrese Maxey going to put the Sixers on the board. It is 3-2. We'll get the other scoreboard up here in a second. Chat, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Get active in the comments. Help our interaction. Help the algorithm as Draymond Green goes cutting back door. Nobody there to stop him. Do me a favor, man. It takes half a second. Like the stream. This is not our normal streaming time, obviously. Very late night. So if you're up with me, man, help us push this content out. We welcome everybody here, whether you are a Sixers fan or not. Warriors lead at 5-2. They made a trade for Dennis Schroeder a couple weeks ago. Pretty good pickup. Obviously, the Nets are in sell mode. They were able to get him for second-round picks. Here is Schroeder going to find Draymond. Oops it up to Davis. Can't throw it down. Taken away by Philadelphia. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Maxey to a cutting Kyle Lowry, and he's blocked from behind by Draymond. What the heck was that, Kyle? What was that, man? $2 Super Chat. Kalik and Luke says, RB, have you predicted? RB, have you ever predicted the score right? I did actually once earlier this season, but I had it with the flip teams. So I had the right score, but the wrong combination of the teams. But I've been close a couple times. As Paul George misses a 3, there goes Jackson Davis. He misses a layup down the other end. Second round pick, Trace Jackson Davis. I think he was a second round pick. Caleb Martin for 3. Can't step into that one. So everybody is playing for the Warriors with the exception of Brandon Pajemski. Like I said, Warriors have been struggling defensively, but they still can they can knock down shots. When the Warriors are knocking down threes, they're just a dangerous team, man. They're dangerous with the way that they play. Very quick, up-tempo. All right, man, let's see. We got 220 in the building. We're almost at 100 likes. Appreciate you guys so much. Here's Dennis Schroeder. Pops a 3, and he's going to knock it down. I just have a feeling the Warriors are going to have one of those nights, man. They're already on fire. They're already on fire, man. Maxey goes downhill. He lost control of it. Taken away by Golden State. Curry. Jackson Davis goes up. And nice block on the other end by Joel Embiid. Obviously, last year, Embiid, this was I don't want to say it, but this was not a good place for him to play last year. Kyle Lowry going to miss the 3. Here come the Warriors again. Curry dribbling through traffic. Finds Davis. He wasn't ready for it. Turned over back to the Sixers. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Kicks it out. Paul George. Dribble. Drive. PG all the way to the rack. Goes up and in. Paul George with his first bucket of the night. Here is Dennis Schroeder, number 71. And he's going to pop a 3, and that one falls. Who's number 71? It's a weird jersey number, man. Don't know if I've ever seen number 71 before. Here's Joel Embiid. 11-4 is the score. Joel pops a 3. Missed it. See, this is what I said, too. Joel's going to come out of the gate lazy. And then he's going to pick it up in the second and third quarter. Warriors lead by 7. Here's Jackson Davis. Schroeder going to pump fake now. Takes it against Caleb Martin. Swings it. Andrew Wiggins steps into a 3. Off the back iron. Picked up by Joel Embiid. Just about 4 minutes into this game. It is 11-4. Let's get this other scoreboard up. There goes PG down the lane. It's going to be a charge. It's going to be a charge. I'll tell you what, man. Paul George has been picking up a lot of fouls these last several games. It's been in foul trouble every game. All right, man. I need to see you guys get active in the comments, man. What's up, everybody? What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. Sixers off to a bad start, and there goes Wiggins backdoor. He beats Paul George. Come on, man. Come on, man. This team's got to wake up. There we go. Timeout. Timeout, Nick Nurse. It is 13-4. I know our scoreboard's a little bit behind, but it's better than being ahead. All right, man. We got 275 people in here on the late night with RB. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. We do this every single game. If you're new to this show, I'm RB. I cover the 76ers independently. We cover every game live. We have our pregame, our live game, and then our postgame. And we also drop regularly scheduled videos as well about the team, talking NBA stuff, just like podcast episodes, and do a lot more coverage as well. A couple big announcements on the way very soon at the beginning of next week. AG says, hate the feeling I had, but I'm thinking 121-113 Warriors. Boy, that was hard for me. Yeah, I hear you, bro. So it's all good, AG. We're here to speak it how we feel it, you know? Ryan says, thanks for being you, bro. Let's go Sixers, wake up. Appreciate that, man. AP says, Embiid looks slow. This is how he comes out every game, too, AP. He starts every game like this, man. Every game. Antonio, what's up, man? What's up, man? Iridescent Ego in the chat. Guys, we got 100 likes. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Hold up. Nobody told me we had 100. Drop the yes sirs in the chat. Tonight might be the night we hear the sirens, bro. Because the neighbors were pissed off. We were screaming at 2 in the morning last night. We're going to wake them up again. We're going to wake them up again. Let's go. Let's go. Piss them off. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go, baby. Fire me up, man. That's what I needed. I think the Sixers need it too, man. I think the Sixers need it too because they came out here tonight, and I know the Warriors haven't played in 3 days, but the Sixers look like zombies out here, man. They look like zombies. This is why I picked Golden State, or why I picked Curry to have 38 points. I just feel like, dang, man. And why is Kyle Lowry on the floor, bro? He messes up the flow. He messes up the flow, man. Also, I don't know if you guys were watching the Miami Heat game tonight. A couple people sent me this thing in the Discord. By the way, join the Discord. But something happened with Jimmy Butler tonight. The guy is literally quitting on Miami, which is crazy. Let me ask you guys this right now. If the Miami Heat came to the Sixers, I put this out on Twitter a couple days ago. If the Heat came to the Sixers and said, hey, we'll give you Jimmy Butler for Paul George straight up, would you do it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Sixers got to wake up, man. But, I talked about this in my last pre-recorded video. Like I said, we drop a lot of videos, but I don't think I would trade Jimmy. I don't think I would trade for Jimmy right now. I think that ship has sailed. And he's older than Paul George, and he's looking for a new 4-year contract. I just don't think I would do it right now. But you could create some cap flexibility if you did trade for Jimmy and then his contract expired, but I don't think I would do it. I think Paul George is playing better defensively. Kyle Lowry turns and steps back, and he's fouled on the shot. Somehow Kyle Lowry got them to jump. But yeah, it's a tough question, man. It's a definitely an interesting one. Definitely an interesting one. Hold on, I want to see what Jimmy Butler said. People keep hitting me up on this clip. Kyle Lowry going to knock down the first one. Hold up. Damn, Jimmy's cooked, bro. 2 for 2 at the line for Kyle, by the way. Jackson Davis just threw one down over Joel Embiid. Holy crap. All right, Joe, you got to wake up, bro. See, here's the thing that pisses me off about this. I'm not going to go overboard just yet. Joel, you got to wake up, bro. Here's Joel Embiid, first shot miss. Like, my thing is that Joel Embiid sat out last night with rest, right? So he should be ready to go. Curry behind the back. Draymond oops it up, blocked by Embiid. I just don't get how Joel comes out looking sluggish after he had the night off yesterday. Maxey going to dribble, drive downhill, floats it up, can't get it to fall. Everybody is ice cold. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. It's 15-6. If anybody should be fully rested, it's Joel Embiid. Like, everybody else played down to the wire yesterday. Paul George takes it away. Here are the Sixers. Maxey going downhill, up at the rim, missed it again. Come on, Reese. Yo, Tyrese is off right now. Draymond again. Kyle swats at it. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I don't understand why everybody's moving around like a snail, bro. We got Roniel in the chat tapping in from the Philippines. What's up, Roniel from the Philippines? What's up, man? Tika says, I think Butler is old and toxic, but with Butler, Embiid might want to play more. I don't know about that. I think Embiid's just trying to make sure he can actually get through a season. We got 280 people in the chat. Welcome in Sixers Game Day Live. Last game of the 4-game West Coast trip. Second West Coast trip of the season. So this is the last one. And so far, this is not going the Sixers' way. They have 6 points in the first 6 minutes. They find themselves down 11. Here's Reggie Jackson in for Kyle Lowry. And Gershon Yabusele comes in for Tyrese Maxey, I guess. Here's Jackson for 3. He's going to miss it. So who are we going to play at backup center? So he brings Yabusele in. Drummond is out tonight. Wiggins misses the 3. So why would you bring Yabusele in right now? Like who? Like, I mean, I guess Yabu's going to have to stay in when Joel goes off. Joel finds a cutting Yabusele and he's fouled en route to the basket. Josh says it's so much better to watch the TNT broadcast versus Kate. Or you could watch RB, you know what I mean? We're here trying to give you all the coverage, man. But nah, I respect everybody, for real. HR says, because it's a back-to-back to end a West Coast trip, y'all are bugging. I mean, how am I bugging by saying that Joel Embiid should not be sluggish? I didn't know I was bugging by saying Joel Embiid should not be sluggish because he was off last night. He was off last night. Like I said, I already know what Joel's going to do. And I said this in the pregame show for those who were here. Joel's going to start off like this, and then in the third quarter, he's going to drop 20 points, and he'll probably finish the game with 34 like I predicted. But to come out of the gate, I mean, everybody just looks tired. I get some of the guys who played hard yesterday, but Joel was off yesterday. Joel was off. But, oh, yeah, anyway, so this Jimmy Butler clip that was surfacing. So Jimmy Butler, they were asking him if he can get his joy back with Miami, and he pretty much said no. So Jimmy Butler is cooked. It is crazy how Jimmy has like ended up like burning bridges everywhere he went. Jimmy Butler is so gone for Miami. Because the first thing that happened earlier was people were talking about this on Twitter, and they were saying that in the Miami game that I guess they lost, right? Did they lose? Yeah, they lost to the Pacers. Apparently, Jimmy was just like walking around and not doing anything. And then after the game, they asked him if he could get his joy back, and he said no. So, yeah, Jimmy is cooked, man. Here's the quote. He said, "What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing ball." Then they asked him if he could get his joy back with Miami, and he said, probably not. Shout out to Jimmy, man. All right, man. Let's shout some people out in the chat. 304 in the building. We got 135 likes. You guys are crushing it so far. Thank you so much, man. Get this to 200 likes. I appreciate you guys supporting the grind, man. We're here on the second of a West Coast back-to-back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some good things coming very soon. Couple big announcements next week. One of the things I talked about yesterday on this show, our merchandise will be dropping. So finally going to get that out there in case you guys want to support the brand. So definitely appreciate anybody who wants to cop some merch and support the vision. But yeah, a couple other big announcements on the horizon. I know the trade deadline is coming up in a month, so we're obviously going to start doing a lot of trade videos. We'll do our trade deadline annual stream where we go live for like 5 hours on trade deadline day. And yeah, man, can you believe we're starting to get near the midway point? The first, 15, 20 games, it felt like things were just crawling 1 inch at a time. But here we are, 32 games into the season now. We're almost at the halfway point, right? All-Star break coming around, so the All-Star votes were actually put out today as well, the first ballot. Of course, they're showing the Embiid injury here. Like I needed to see that. But anyway, yeah, so Tyrese Maxey, I think, was 7th among guards. Or was he 9th? Hold on. We put it on Instagram today. Tyrese Maxey was 7th among guards. Paul George was 9th in the front court, and Joel Embiid was 8th in the front court. So those were the first tallies. And yeah, man. So we'll see what happens in the next one. (17-8) is our score after the free throws. Here's Curry crossing, driving. Curry goes up, missed it. By the way, shout out to Gershon. Lisa says Kyle Lowry is trash. Yeah, I don't know why he even starts the game. Paul George with the rock. He gets double teamed, dumps it. Embiid goes up, missed it, and then taps it in himself. So Joel Embiid finally gets on the board. And it is 17-10. And now Paul George picks up another foul. It's going to be number 2. Paul George, I'm telling you, has been really getting into foul trouble. Let's see. Do we want Butler for PG to get out of that contract? I mean, that's another way to look at it. That's another way to look at it. But I don't think the Sixers are operating in that mindset, to be honest. Draymond. And who was that? Kuminga? Yeah, Kuminga's in for the first time. He had a couple big games in their last few. Jonathan Kuminga's starting to figure it out. Joel just banged Draymond to the ground. That's going to be an offensive foul. And now Draymond's jawing with Joel Embiid. Then he daps him up. I was actually I'm not going to say I was a big fan of Draymond, but I was a big fan of the way he played the game years and years ago. Like, I appreciated his intensity and like how much he wanted it. Kuminga goes right by, breezes by Joel to the basket. Easy layup. But after Joel Embiid, or not Joel Embiid, I don't even know what I'm saying. After Draymond Green had those couple really dirty moments, I'm not a big fan of him anymore. He had a couple really dirty moments. Paul George drives to the rim, goes up, contested, misses it by a lot. This team's not playing with any rhyme or reason right now. Here's Buddy Hield, first time from the corner, missed it. Curry the rebound. Yo, what are we doing out here, man? Curry luckily misses a layup. That does not happen too often. Here's Yabusele to the rack, goes up and in. 21-12 is our score. But yeah, once Draymond had those couple moments, who was it, Nurkic and Sabonis, like stepping on dude's chest, like, I don't know. I can't do that, man. I don't like that. Here's Kuminga for 3, drills it. So Joel Embiid has decided not to play defense here in this first quarter. Here's Joel Embiid, gets double teamed. Yabu cuts to the rim, goes up, hooks it, and got it to fall. Nice bucket by Yabusele. Sixers got to get some rebounds here as well. Dude, are we going to play defense? Who is that? Kuminga? No, that was Wiggins. Cut right to the basket. Nobody's guarding these guys, man. Nobody's guarding these guys. Riaz says, RB, any interest in bringing back Buddy Hield? We need some sharpshooters. Not going to happen. They let him go. You know what I mean? Not going to happen. Feels like he would have been a good fit, though. Secret says, Green is a weirdo. What's up, Secret? What's up, Secret? J Love says, this is a back-to-back. They're probably tired. Joel didn't play it last night. Lou says, Draymond's the dirtiest player in the league right now. First one good at the line for Wiggins. We got 150 likes. You guys are killing it, man. Thank y'all so much. Let's go, man. Hit the thumbs up button. Get us to 200 likes. Kings were the game we had to win. This is another loss, says J Love. Second one good at the line for Andrew Wiggins. It'll be interesting to see what the Warriors do at the deadline. Definitely one of those like in-between teams. You know they're not good enough to win a chip right now, but I mean they already added Dennis Schroeder to play with Curry. Schroeder was having an unbelievable season. He still is, but like very big surprise. Here's Maxey, corner 3. Can't get it to fall. Maxey's going to have to wake up. Maxey's got to wake up. Jackson Davis Kuminga, Schroeder. Here's Wiggins dribbling, driving downhill. Dumps it. Davis going to find Schroeder, number 71. 9 on the shot clock. Trace Jackson Davis drives in, goes up, missed the layup. Here come the Sixers. Ricky Councilman for the first time going coast to coast. Ricky goes up, and he is fouled by Buddy Hield. So Ricky Council will go to the line for 2. Tell you what, man, I want to see some of those channel member emojis. I'm not seeing any of them in the chat, man. I want to see some member emojis. I want to see y'all getting active. Let's get the chat interaction up a little bit, man. Council at the line for 2. Do me a favor, man. If you guys are returning from, I was going to say last year, even though that's kind of funny. If you're returning from any stream this season, drop the word return in the chat. If you're new, drop a new in the chat. We'll shout you out, welcome you to the family. And if you've been watching us for a long, long time, drop OG in the chat. This is Sixers Game Day Live. We have been doing this for 5 years now. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game right here on the show. Jeff Doughton Jr. coming in the game. Let's go, man. Kyle, you are not coming back in this game, bro. Knock on wood. Hold on. Don't let me jinx it real quick. Kyle, you are not coming back in this game. I don't know why you started, but you're not coming back in, bro. Jeff Doughton Jr. has entered the ball game. Council going to knock down the second. 1 for 2 at the line. Let's go, man. So it is Jeff Doughton Jr. We'll see what he has. Nurse going with some of the young guys. I want to see a Dembona in this game. Don't think we will, though. Here's Buddy Hield. Quick trigger 3. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by the Sixers. Buddy Hield has definitely cooled off. He was having a really good start to the year. Here's Joel Embiid. Turns, spins against Jackson Davis. Oh, put him in the spin cycle. Can't finish it off, though. And you know what's crazy is that Buddy Hield does this in every situation he goes to. Any situation he's ever been in, Buddy Hield, he starts off incredibly superb. He looks like the best shooter of all time, and then he just cools down. It's wild, man. Iridescent says we need defense. John Camissa in the chat. What's up, John? Iridescent, Kaysen and OG, Lou returning, Banj OG, Luke OG, Riaz OG, Nerlens Noel OG. There's Dennis Schroeder from 3. Got it, the fall, and he's going to pull the bow and arrow. Dennis Schroeder finding his groove. The Warriors lead it by 14 points. Hopefully the Sixers can wake up here on offense. Schroeder's got 9 points early on 3 triples. Here's Council. Council going to turn, spin, chuck it out to the corner. Yabusele driving baseline. Yabu, the reverse, got it. I feel like everybody's playing one-on-one now, man. Joel's got to get down in the paint. Joel essentially took this whole quarter off. Here's a 3 ball from the Warriors, and that one's going to fall as well. Jeez, man. Dude, the Warriors are cooking right now. 6 for 10 from 3. Here's Joel Embiid thinking a triple. Now he crosses over. Like, why is he trying to dribble so much? Here comes a double team. Ricky going to chuck a deep 3 off the mark. This is terrible offense right now. I mean, this is like the worst start you could have asked for, if I'm being honest. Here's Kuminga, finds Buddy Hield, another corner 3. Cha-ching. So the Warriors are just having their way. Sixers go 0 for 7. Still 8 seconds to go. 35-17. Here's Joel Embiid. From Maxey, drives in, goes up, got it to fall. 35-19. Schroeder half-court heave, missed it. And that's how we end the first quarter. Riaz OG, we got Lexi returning. We got Kai returning, Ryan Rowe returning, Eagle Goat returning, Kevin OG. Appreciate you guys being in here, man. Yeah, that was absolutely brutal. We got 320 people in here, though. All right, man, it is time for Sixers trivia. Let's try to refresh our minds, get it off of that miserable first quarter. If you get the correct answer, you're going to hear this sound. It's not about who gets it. It's about who gets it first and types it first in the chat. It's about who types it first in the chat. Last night's winner was Shoe game for real. He's got some shoe game. Shout out to Shoe Game. All right, man. Get those keyboards ready. Get those keyboards ready. Only your first guess will count. And only answers after I type the question in the chat count. So the question is, for Sixers second quarter trivia tonight, who is the Sixers all-time leader in assists in franchise history? Who has the most assists in franchise history? Keep in mind how long certain players have played with this team. By the way, Sixers 0 for 7 from 3, man. Wow. Warriors are 7 for what, 11? 7 for 12. I mean, geez, man. Question is, who is the Sixers franchise all-time leader in assists? Kalik and Luke, $2 super chat. Do you still believe in us? I don't know what that means. Like, do I think they can win the game? Yeah, if they turn it around. Basketball is a game of runs, you know, Kalik? But right now, they keep playing this way? No. But we'll talk about that more in a second, man. Talk about that more. All right, let's see who got it first, man. The correct answer is Mo Cheeks. Maurice Cheeks, who was with the Sixers for a long time. He tallied 6,212 assists. Let's see who got it first, man. Let's see who got it first. First person in the chat on both of my screens to get it. Let's confirm. Boom. Channel member, Riaz. Riaz, congratulations. Riaz in the building. First trivia win of the season. Congratulations, man. Thank you to all for playing Sixers trivia. Couple good answers. Dylan was right behind him. I think what we might do, man, instead of trying to see who can get 5 in a row, I think honestly, we might do who has the most wins at the end of the season. We might do who has the most wins at the end of the season. Someone says Josh got robbed. Josh who, man? Hold on, let's see it. Let me pull up my other chat. Let's see. Maybe I muted Josh on my screen. Let's see. Here's Moses Moody from 3, and he's going to drain one. Yeah, the Warriors are going crazy. Warriors are going crazy. All right, we'll check that in a second as the Sixers are getting plastered right now. Here's Jeff Downton Jr. going to find Yabusele, corner 3, cha-ching. Finally, the Sixers hit a 3. First one of the game. First one of the game. Here are the Warriors. Kuminga working against Maxey. 5 on the shot clock. Kuminga kicks it out. 3 ball in the corner. Draymond can't get it to fall. Maxey picks it up. Here's Paul George. No Embiid on the floor to start quarter number 2. PG at 3. Steps right into one. Remember, the Warriors were trying to get PG as well. Now Curry's going to collide with Jeff Downton. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me scroll up on my chat here. All right, so I see what happened. So we'll give it to Josh as well. We'll call it a double win for Josh and Riaz. It's weird. On my one chat here, it shows that Josh was the comment before the question was typed. And then on my other chat here, it shows that he was right after. So yeah, I'll give it to you as well, Josh. So you guys both won. We'll be fair, man. We'll be fair. Another easy, wide open layup for the Warriors, who are just getting anything that they want right now. They're getting anything and more that they want. Lindy Waters III in the game. Lindy Waters, man. feel like this guy's been here forever. Maxey a 3, and the Sixers are heating up a bit. Sixers are heating up. Sixers are starting to heat up, man. Curry for 3 on the other end. He's going to knock it down again. Warriors on fire. Josh, congratulations, man. And Riaz as well. You guys both won. We'll give it to you both. But Josh, you got to be careful, man. I see here you were guessing before as well. We only reward the first guess. Swatted away by Lindy Waters. Curry. Waters for 3. Got it. Holy crap. Yeah, this is looking like one of those games where the Sixers just get absolutely blasted. Yeah, what's up with his eye, man? Maxey driving the lane and nobody there to stop him. Maxey finally waking up. He's got 7 points now. Sixers need a stop here. Can we get one stop? Curry dribbling, driving. Holy crap, Downton, what was that? Oh my gosh. Yo, Jeff Downton just got embarrassed by Steph Curry. Wow. Maxey gonna find Yabusele. Yabu, guarded by Draymond. Paul George against Lindy Waters III. Turns, spins, fades. Got it off the bounce. Draymond goes right through the defense again, and the Sixers can't stop a nosebleed right now. They cannot stop a nosebleed. Yabusele, Downton. Ball is poked away. Maybe the Sixers just don't have enough right now, man. I mean, Kyle Lowry blows. Jeff Downton Jr. looks awful right now. (50-32) is the score. Warriors lead it by 18. Council dribbling, driving, crosses over, goes up. And he is fouled. So Ricky Council to the line. All right, man. Guys, 350 in the chat. 180 likes. You guys are crushing it right now, man. Get this to 200 likes, man. Let's wake up the neighbors again. Let's wake them up. Let's wake them up. Secret says, am I watching an episode of Looney Tunes or the Sixers? Yo, that's actually, I don't know if you meant that to be that way, but that's it's kind of a good pun there as well. Kevon Looney, even though he's not in right now. Is he hurt? Is Kevon Looney hurt? Or does he just not play? Hold on, let me check the injuries. I don't even see him on here. Is he here? Okay, 5 games this season, 5 starts. He does play. Kevon Looney, Looney Tunes. All right, I see you, Secret. So Maxey's starting to heat up. Paul George still has not been impressive. Caleb Martin, nice steal there on the back end. Sixers down by 16. Here's Maxey dribbling with the right. Stops on a dime, pulls up a 3, missed it. Council try to get the board. Now they just called a foul on, I think, Draymond or Moody. That's weird. I didn't expect them to call that, but Riaz says we need Oubre and KJ back. Hope they are back soon. The depth is not there. I agree. I still think they need to address the guard and the backup guard depth though. Here's Maxey under the basket, takes it out against Draymond. 7 on the shot clock. Maxey trying to find Yabusele, and he throws it off the foot of Schroeder. Shot clock reset to 14. Let's go, man. 20 more likes. Come on, guys. Get these likes up. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying the show, man. We do this every single game. You guys are always welcome to hang out with us. Have a good time right here on Philly Take with RB. Caleb Martin going to find Paul George. PG pulls it up. Got it, the fall. PG with a big-time shot. 14-point game. There's Schroeder. Finds Wiggins fighting to the rim. Terrible defense by Paul George. Shoe Game says, please don't wake up my grandma with the bell. Maxey dribbling, driving. Maxey missed the layup. Rolled off the railing. Shoe game, I hope you got AirPods for Christmas, man. Caleb Martin steals it away. 2-on-1. He stepped out of bounds. You know what, man? You know what? This is one of those games. I mean, Caleb Martin just stepped out of bounds on a 2-on-1. Are you kidding me? Did he even go out of bounds? He didn't even look out of bounds. Caleb Martin's arguing with the ref. I guess they challenge it. I'm like, look, RB, this is a second of a back-to-back. It's like, I shouldn't even get mad about this, bro. I shouldn't even, like, I'm just here. You know what I mean? I'm just here watching this game. We'll see what happens. I feel like the Sixers always play against the Warriors like this, too. There was that one game a couple years ago where they had a really big win. I went to a game, what was it? Was it last? No. I think that was 2 years ago. Might have been last year, actually. I forget. But I went to that Sixers-Warriors game that they won. Let's go. Was that last year? It was either last year or the year before. I think it was last year, though. The Sixers beat the Warriors. Curry did not play, but I think they're going to say the ball hit the ref when it went out of bounds, but we'll see what they say. I hope Joel comes back in and wakes up, though, because he looks very sluggish tonight, and he had the night off yesterday. Where are we at now? 188 likes. Let's go. 12 more, man. 12 more. The trivia should go to the first person you named because you did say you would only take the first guess, and that's fair. Yeah, if Josh does that again, I'm not taking the first guess, so Riaz also gets the W as well, but from now on, it's only the first guess. Brian Pumper, $5 super chat. What's up, Brian? Long time no see, man. He says, team has not been the same since we got rid of Bev and Mook and Beadless, but the team was competing every single night. You know what, Brian? I got a lot of heat for that. I got a lot of heat for saying that I would take Pat Bev back. I know he's not that good as a player anymore, but his heart, his intensity, like Pat Bev, I mean, at least he gave it his all. You know what I mean? Marcus Morris. I would still take Marcus Morris back. He's a free agent, right? I think the Knicks got rid of him, so I would take Marcus Morris back at power forward. That dude, he was cooking a few games last year off the bench. I never forget that 18-point first half against Minnesota he had. I mean, you gave him a key to the city. Then you traded him for Buddy Hield, so. But yeah, I met Pat Bev the one night when I was down after the game with some of the players, and Bev is an interesting guy, man. He'll look you dead in your eyes and like look like he wants to kill you. You know what I mean? He carries that mentality, whether it's in his regular life or on his podcast or on the floor. It doesn't matter. Like Pat Bev is a stone cold type of guy, and I like that. I like that. Shoe Game says, yo, RB, I got a slip screen on my TV. I got you on the left and Game on the right. Let's go, Shoe Game. Yo, round of applause for Shoe Game, man. Give these people some ideas, man. Give these people some ideas. You got to set up RB on one end, the TV, the Game on the other. You got to sync them up. You know what I mean? Sync them up. Shout out to Shoe Game, man. Appreciate that. Ego says, Pat Bev used to make Joel run in practice, no lie. Paul George misses the shot. Here come the Warriors, leading it by 16 points. Like I said, you have to bounce back after last night. That was a brutal way to go down. You've had a lot of momentum, but this is an ugly game so far. Here's Wiggins for three. Can't get it to drop. I need to see Joel get down in the paint. Has he gotten in the paint yet? Eric Gordon in for the first time. You knew that was coming. Here's Paul George ISO. Steps back. Deep 2. Knocks it down. Nice shot. I still don't like the deep 2, though. I don't like the deep 2. 5:55 to go here in the second. Schroeder around his screen. Scanning the floor, finds Wiggins. Wiggins against Paul George. Makes him slide. Finds Lindy Waters for 3, and he drains it. You're getting cooked by Lindy Waters III. Like I said, when they're on, they're on. They're a hot team. Here's Joel Embiid at the nail. Pulls up the J. Got it to fall. Joel Embiid 3 for 7 on the night. Here's Wiggins. Bumps Embiid out of the way. Goes right up. And nothing called. How tall is Trace Jackson Davis? '57th pick of the 23 draft last year. Here's Maxey, drives into traffic, and he is fouled. Trace Jackson Davis is only 6'9". I don't understand why Joel's not dominating in the post. I just don't understand. I don't understand why Joel's not getting down low. Maxey gonna knock down a pair. It's 57-42. Good point. Players like Pat Bev, their energy and hustle can rub off on others. I agree. Pat Bev gave it his all every night. Schroeder, a deep 3, misses it. Embiid picks it up. Here come the 76ers. Paul George with the rock. 4:30 to go in quarter number 2. He's going to find Joel up top. Here's Maxey. Maxey around his screen. Kicks it off. Gordon from deep. Got it. Eric Gordon coming alive. All right, EG. Schroeder missed it. Got blocked, and he gets his own rebound. The Sixers are not chasing rebounds. They've forgotten how to rebound tonight again. Wiggins turns around, fades, misses it. They get another rebound. Hey, Joe, you want to get a rebound, bro? Dude, is Joel, like, zoned out? I'm watching him right now. He looks like he's sleeping on the floor. And now Jackson Davis is going to get fouled by Joel Embiid. Dude, is Joel sleeping? Is Joel slumped? Secret says, RB, I'm glad you exist. Without you, I'd be depressed every season watching this team. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Yo, we need 4 more likes. Can we get 4 more? Let's go. Jay loves his facts. I couldn't watch this team without RB. You're the man. Thank you. Riaz says Jackson is 6'9". John says these games are not fun to watch. Second foul on Embiid. Here comes the Sixers run, says Edward. I just don't get why Joel's... I mean, he's just not locked in, bro. Not locked in. Trace Jackson Davis going to knock him down at the line. It's a 13-point commanding Warriors lead. And here is Eric Gordon with the rock. EG going to the rim. Kicks it out. Paul George for a 3. Come on, PG. You're wide open. Holy crap. You're making $53 million. Joel drives, goes up, fouled. Thank you. He finally went to the rim. Look, I'm not trying to get overly frustrated here, but Paul George, how do you drop 30 points last night and you're wide open from 3? Anytime Joel's on the floor, it's like PG forgets how to shoot a spot up 3. I mean, come on, bro. $53 million? My boy cashed out $2.5 this week. Probably got a direct deposit. living good. We're trying to win a chip. Josh says, Kook Burger run at halftime, you flying by. Look, I might go to Kook Burger, man. I'll be having more fun hanging out on the Kook Beach, playing some games, eating a juicy burger, drinking a milkshake than watching this right now, man. Let's go. Come on, PG. Come on, PG. You got to hit some damn shots, bro. I mean, this is unacceptable. I know he's 5 for 9, but I don't know, man. I guess I'm complaining about the guy that has the most points tonight. Maybe I shouldn't complain, but I just, like, you're wide open, bro. Make a shot. Make a shot. Yo, we hit 200 likes, man. Shoe game. Cover up your speakers, bro. Your grandma's about to wake up. Let's go. Hit the yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's go. Look, no matter how many games this team wins or loses, the fact of the matter is we got one of the best communities in the world, man. I say it every stream, but you guys make this possible for me. We have all the fun in the world doing this. I mean, it's 11 p.m. at night. We're watching the Sixers get rocked right now, but look, man, we're having a good time. At least I'm having a good time hanging out with the best in the building. Willie says, calm down, RB. Look, he tried to say his grandma was going to wake up. So, look, I told him, you got to put the earphones in, man. You got to put the earphones in, man. My neighbors over there probably twisting and turning in their bed, hearing a sound go off. They're like, what's going on, man? Probably scared out of their mind. Oh, well. Oh, well. Got to like and subscribe, man. Got to like and subscribe. Got 320 in the building. Let's get it to 300 likes now, man. Let's get it to 300. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know where you guys are tapping in from in the chat. Drop your cities, your states, your towns. Where you guys tapping in from tonight, watching Philly take. Ego says, man, just get the lead down to single digits before halftime. We got AG, great channel member, dropping the yes, sir emoji. We got Riaz dropping the yes, sir. Ryan dropping the yes, sir. Dom, what's up, bro? Yo, I can't be the only one that bought Sunday ticket just so I can watch Carson Wentz on the Chiefs. No way PG is still here in 2 years. He is cooked. I need to be a mod, RB. Yo, I forgot to add some mods. Who's in here every night, man? Who's tapping in with us every night, man? I'm about to add some mods right now. I'm about to throw some mods in the chat, but you guys got to be here. You can't abuse the mod power, you know? You got to drop the links in the chat. You got to remind people to not spoil, you know, the game, sync their TVs up. You got to be a mod, you know? You got to show up to work, show up for duty. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Tommy says, RB, making my car alarm go off. Making my car alarm go off, man. Alan says, top community in the stream, Perth, Western Australia. Let's go, man. My Aussies in the chat. What's up, Alan? What's up, Alan? Yak tapping in from mom's basement. We got Plano, Texas. We got, who else? We got Oxford, PA in the chat. Let's go. Connecticut in the building. Where are you guys tapping in from, man? Where are you tapping in from? Sixers down by 11. 3:23 to play in the first half. Draymond against Joel Embiid. Oops it up. And Paul George just stands there and watches. Easy 2 for the Warriors. 13-point game. We got Philly in the building. Madison, Connecticut. Philly, Upper Darby, Jersey, Harrisburg, Chicago. Let's go, man. What's up, Big Rud? Kion in the building. What's up, man? Here's Joel Embiid, one-on-one against Draymond. Goes up, big body. And he is fouled. Are they going to call it a goaltend as well? Wait, did he make that bucket? Or did they just call it goaltend? Oh, yeah, they call it goaltend because he hit it off the rim. Let's go, man. Drop the ones in the chat. Drop the ones in the chat. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. We got Lou in here from Delaware. We got New York in the chat. What's up, Asia Roberson? AC in the building. We got all the Australians in the building tonight. What's up, man? Melbourne in the chat. I got to go to Australia, man. We got to check out Sixer Nation in Australia. Kuminga wide open from three. And Joel's just watching a rebound, bro. I cannot take this, bro. Curry for three and drains it. You know what's crazy, man? The one thing I just cannot stand is watching no effort on rebounds. Brings back a lot of bad memories. One thing I cannot stand is no effort on rebounds. Caleb Martin chucks it, throws it away. Joel's walking. 3-on-2. Curry up the floor. Curry. And Wiggins goes backdoor. I don't think Joel Embiid wants to play tonight. I don't think Joel Embiid wants to play. No offense, but like, what are you doing, bro? It's crazy, bro. We got Lancaster in the building. New York in here. Let's go, man. And B was literally walking back on that last possession. My thing is like you didn't play last night, bro. Joel gonna knock down the free throws. Rachel says Joel's just standing around. It's obvious he's not right for whatever reason. Draymond wide open. Joe, what are you doing? Joe! Yo, is Joel Embiid okay? He just left him wide open. That's crazy, bro. They left him wide open. Joel drives into the paint, kicks it. Martin from the wing. Can't get it to fall. Another rebound by the Warriors. They're about to have 70. Caleb steals it down the floor. There's Joel Embiid. Drives in. Steps back. And he throws it away. But it was knocked out by the Warriors. AP says looking like an old man out there. 16-point game. Here's Joel Embiid. Turns, spins, goes up. And it is blocked again. Here come the Golden State Warriors. Curry to the corner. Wiggins. Curry. No look. Wiggins kicks it out. Kuminga. 50 seconds to go. Draymond another three. So they're just going to leave him wide open all night. Maxey goes all the way up and in, and he can't get it to fall. Joel Embiid blocks one down the other end. That's the first time I've seen Joel jump all night. Joel had his mask up for a little bit. Now he just put it back on. I don't know what's bothering him. Draymond wide open again. Misses it. Wow. This is a very interesting performance tonight. I'll say that. Yo, 330 people in the chat, man. Get us to 300 likes. Get us to 300 likes. Definitely a lot to talk about so far, man. Maxey throws it away. Joel can't even move. Wow. Schroeder all the way. Misses the floater. Full court heave, Maxey. Wow. Wow. Well, that takes us to halftime, man. That was one of the more frustrating halves of the season for many, many reasons. For many, many reasons. Welcome into Sixers Halftime Live, man. Sixers Game Day Live all season long. Pregame, live game, postgame. Right here, every game on YouTube, presented by Kook Burger and Bar, powered by BetUS. The Sixers trail 68-52 at halftime. One of the worst defensive performances of the season so far. And you know what, man? I mean, we'll talk about it. There's not a lot for me to say. I know it's a second of a back-to-back and all that, but Joel Embiid didn't play last night, and there's obviously something bothering him, but I'll leave it up to you guys, man. Vocab Wizards, get your steam off in the chat. Drop one word right now, man. Drop one word right now in the chat to describe this game. I need the Vocab Wizards coming out, man. I need the Vocab Wizards in the chat, man. That was wow. All right, man. I'm gonna give you my word. I feel like I have like 4 words I could give, but I'll give like a couple of the best ones. And then I will read out some of the best words in the chat. I know people have a lot to say, but before we do that, let me go ahead and give a shout out to our great sponsor of the show all season long, Kook Burger and Bar. Only thing that can make this night better right now is Kook Burger and Bar, where you can try one of their delicious made-to-order fresh burgers, or maybe one of their signature Shoobie Shakes. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that thing, man. Go check them out on Instagram at Kook Burger Bar. They have a new one for the holidays. Tons of customization on their holiday specials. But I could go for one of those right now, man, because this game has us depressed. This is a brutal game right now. Only thing that could save us is Kook Burger and Bar, where they've sold over 150,000 burgers at their Philly location and 45,000 Shoobie Shakes. They're the go-to spot for winding down after work or on Philly game days. Philly's best kept secret, Kook Burger and Bar. Best places that you can hang out at their Kook Beach, right in their establishment. You can play games like ping pong, pool, and shuffleboard and all those things. Watch some games, get some good food, experience the vibes. 21st and Market Street in Center City, Philly. Open 7 days a week. Check them out. Kook Burger and Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we need a drink up in here, man, because, yo, what the heck is going on, bro? What is going on with this game tonight? What is going on with this game tonight, man? My word of the game so far, I mean, I know it's second of a back-to-back West Coast game. My word, if I had to give one, my best one, it has to be just absolutely exhausting. This game is exhausting. That's how the Sixers look like in terms of their body language. And that's how I feel watching this game. Exhausting. My other word of the game would be minimal. Minimal, because they're not doing anything to want to win this game. They're not hitting shots. They're not running on defense. They're not getting back. They're not guarding three-point shooters. The Sixers look like they have come out tonight conceding this game. I know last night was a brutal loss, but you had to bounce back tonight. And they just don't look like they want to play tonight, to be honest. All right, let's read a couple of the words in the chat, man. I see repulsive, exhausting, unbearable, non-defense, abominable, Jover. Oh, man. Unfortunate, slothful, crap, embarrassment, effortless, diarrhea, non-cohesive, effortless, embarrassing, lethargic. That's a good word, man. Good word. Yeah. Shout out to the Vocab Wizards in the chat. I mean, what do I even say about this game, bro? I mean, Joel Embiid's got 13 points. I'm most disappointed with Joel Embiid. And this is where it comes into play, where you have the people that watch the games and then the people that watch the box score. Because if you're just tuning in right now, or say you're on the way home from work and you're checking the box score, you're going to say, oh, wait, well, Joel Embiid had a decent half, right? 13 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. He's got the best stat line out here. Joel Embiid has been the worst player on the floor tonight by a wide margin. He refuses to play defense tonight. He's left Draymond Green open. Maybe that's the strategy, but they've left Draymond open for about 3 threes. They've left Lindy Waters III. Lindy Waters III is cooking the Sixers. Curry, I mean, everybody's been open because Joel Embiid will not move out of the paint on defense. He won't get into the paint on offense. I'm very baffled right now. There's another word, baffled. They're just spurting out of me at this point. Discombobulated. Like, you're going up against a Warriors team that doesn't play a center. Trace Jackson Davis is not a center. He's 6'9". He's a small ball 5, and yet Joel Embiid will not get into the paint. The Sixers have no cohesiveness on offense. They're playing very separate, very isolated. I don't know how Joel Embiid has 8 rebounds. I haven't seen the guy jump once other than that block he just had at the end of the first half. I mean, if this was the case, why didn't you play him yesterday and then sit him today? My thing is, it's not like Joel played, 40 minutes last night and was in that game against the Kings. Matter of fact, if he was, they probably would have won. So the only thing I can think of is Joel Embiid does not feel like being out there tonight. He's playing lazy. And I did predict this kind of in the pregame show, but not to this degree. I said Joel Embiid would come out fired up in the third quarter and get going. Maybe he will, but you can't have a first half like this as the leader of the team. Because as you can see, his energy has kind of spread rapid fire to the rest of the team. It's infectious. Paul George has 11 points tonight. I don't feel like he's played that good either. Missed a couple wide open threes. Sixers have no defense at all. Like I said, this was the worst defensive half of the season. 68 points for the Warriors, who, by the way, are shooting 13 for 23 from long range. The Warriors are shooting 57% from 3. You know why that is? Because the Sixers are leaving them wide open. Even Buddy Hield missed a couple that he could have hit. Dennis Schroeder's got 3 threes. Curry's got 3. Lindy Waters has 2. Everybody in the game has a 3. Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond. Everybody's hitting 3s. Sixers aren't guarding them. Sixers are 4 for 15 right now. And Tyrese Maxey's been brutal tonight as well offensively. Tyrese Maxey has not been able to find his spot on the floor. I feel like Maxey's missed a couple looks as the lead facilitator tonight, especially with the Warriors. You know how they play, man. They're very frantic and they're very just sporadic. They're everywhere. Maxey's been very bad tonight. 3 for 10. He's got 4 assists, 2 steals and a block, and 9 points. But this is one of Maxey's worst games in a while. Caleb Martin, nothing. I don't know why Kyle Lowry started this game. Then he gets taken out after 6 minutes. Jeff Doughton Jr. came in. He got absolutely ran off the floor by Steph Curry. Ricky Council played 11 minutes, didn't do much. Once again, Gershon Yabusele proves to be a valuable piece. I know the Sixers are strapped right now when it comes to depth, but, Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon and Jeff Doughton Jr., it's not going to get it done, man. Gershon Yabusele, 11 points, no Drummond tonight. I feel like Yabu's best minutes came with Joel next to him. Nick Nurse has been bad tonight. Everybody's been bad tonight. Last thing I'll say here is the rebounding. Let's see what the totals are. 22-16. Feels like the Sixers have been out-rebounded 50-1 tonight. That's how bad it feels. They're just not giving effort. I hope Nick Nurse goes into that locker room at halftime and breaks a clipboard or fires somebody up, because right now, they don't look like they want to be out there tonight. Maxey wide open missed layup. Yeah. He doesn't have his touch tonight. So, yeah, I mean, it was a 19-point lead. Now it's 16. I just thought against a small Warriors team, Joel would just take it upon himself to dominate. And like I said, there's no excuse with him not playing yesterday. Like, he has to be ready to go tonight. And so far, his energy looks absolutely terrible. Also, I think Nick Nurse's lineups, like I said as well, are just very bad. I know he doesn't have a lot to work with, but... And I'm not saying I want to play Eric Gordon a million minutes, but, I mean, he actually played okay yesterday. He only plays 5 minutes. Kyle Lowry plays 6 minutes. Why are you still starting Kyle Lowry? Can somebody answer me that in the chat real quick before we take a halftime break? Like, what is your best guess as to why Kyle Lowry is still playing? I understand Nurse loves him and that's his boy. You ever been on a team like when you were younger and like the dad's, like the coach's son, like the dad just keeps playing his son above all the other better players? And at some point you're just like, bro, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, why is this dude even playing at this point, let alone starting? Let alone starting. It's the worst thing I've seen, man. It's the worst thing I've seen. Brian, $2 super chat says, you think we could get Brogdon? We need him. No, I don't think we can due to his salary, unfortunately. I think that would be a good pickup player-wise, but let me check Brogdon's salary. I thought he was making like 18. Might even be more. It's the tough part about these contracts, man. It's hard to get guys now with the new CBA. Let's see what Brogdon's contract. Yeah, you're not getting him, man. He's making 22.5. Sixers will not be able to get that done unless they give up one of their better role players. So I can't see that happening. Shaq said, I have no idea what Joel is doing. I don't either. I'm confused just like you. Well, here's another thing, man. Shams just put out a thing. He says, Jimmy Butler has now indicated that he wants to be traded. So I talked to you guys about that press conference earlier where Jimmy said, I'm not having fun playing anymore. Now Jimmy Butler wants to get traded. So would you guys trade Paul George for Jimmy straight up? Jimmy is done with Miami, man. That's crazy how the bridges have been burned again with Jimmy. But yeah, man, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. All right, guys, we got 300 people in here, man. We'll be back for the second half and, of course, the post-game show later. But do me a favor, man. Like the stream. It helps us push this out to new viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here, man, and help us get this show out to more people by hitting the like button and dropping your comments, dropping your thoughts, and just giving us some love in the chat, man. I'm going to read out your guys' answers when we come back, and then we'll talk a little bit more as we get ready for the second half. right, man. We are back. My bad. We're a minute into this. My bad. I was acting like the Sixers for a second and I didn't show up on time. All right, man. We didn't miss too much anyway. Only a couple buckets exchanged. Had to, I don't know, man. This game is just depressing. Anyway, welcome on in, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Would y'all trade PG for Jimmy Butler straight up? Yes or no? Yes or no? Welcome into the Sixers Game Day live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Pre-game, live game, post-game, every single game. We got you covered. Curry, the teardrop, can't get it to go. See if the Sixers actually want to play basketball here in the second half. Caleb Martin with the ball, guarded by Curry, comes around the screen, finds Joel. Joel jabs, now drives, crosses over, spins, turns, fades. Joel, wow, it rimmed out. How did that happen, man? Draymond goes right to the rim. Joel watches him. Did Kyle Lowry start this half? Yep, he's on the floor too. Unbelievable. Why is Kyle still in the game, man? Maxey fouled. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Get these likes up, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. It is 11:30 p.m. We are rocking second of a back-to-back. Here's Joel from the elbow. Airballs it. Wow. Maybe got a piece of it or what? Here's Curry on the other end. Quick three. Wow. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? Maxey drives to the rim, fouled by Schroeder, goes up, and he's going to the line for two. Yeah, you know who I really miss, man? You know who I really miss, bro? I miss watching Jared McCain hoop. Anybody else think that? I miss watching McCain go out here and just absolutely obliterate teams. Oh, and by the way, Shams Charania held his ground too. About a week ago, Pat Riley came out and he was like, nah, we're not trading Jimmy. All this is fake. Remember, Jimmy's agent came out. He was like, nah, this is fake. Jimmy stood on business, man. He stood on business. And Shams stood on business as well. He was like, nah, this is the most backed up report I've ever had. They're showing Joel Embiid during a timeout. Dude, the guy's hands are on his knees. Dude, what is going on with Joel, bro? There's something wrong. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you right now. I've been saying this from the first minute of the game. Joel does not look right. They got to get him off the floor, man. He is not right now. This guy was just breathing so heavy on a timeout. He looks like he just ran 5 miles. Here's Draymond Green against Joel. Tries to find a cutting Wiggins, and it's stolen away. Maxey blitzing up the floor. Misses the layup again. Here's Draymond again. Fakes out Embiid. Curry goes up and floats it in. Yeah, it's time to get Joel off the floor. You got to get him off tonight. This is actually insane. Caleb Martin turns, fades, got it to go. Here's Draymond Green dribbling, driving, floats it up, and throws it over the head of Davis, who's fouled by Kyle Lowry. I don't know about you guys, man, but I cannot believe that this man's still on the floor, bro. Alex says he's got to poop. I've seen this before. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. 'Cause it's got to be something, man. It's got to be something. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, man. Curry off a foot, and he's fouled on the floor. All right, man. If you guys are still in here rocking with us, drop some blue and red in the chat. Let me know you guys are in here, man. Appreciate you all so much. I wouldn't even blame you if you went to sleep right now, because this is insane. This is insane, man. Drop some fire. Drop some emojis, all right? Get something going in the chat, because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We might as well talk about something else, man. Yo, Jimmy Butler, right? I got a question for you guys about Jimmy Buckets. How do you feel? Like, do you think Jimmy is wrong in feeling the way he does about the Heat right now? I mean, obviously, we don't know everything that goes on. Draymond beats another guy to the rim, misses it, and fouled by Yabusele. Do you think Jimmy is wrong in how he feels? Because I know Jimmy has fallen off a little bit this past year or two. And I think I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow just because I want to talk about it. But I just feel like Jimmy has given a lot to that organization, to a team that never really gave him as much as he gave them. And I'm not trying to make excuses for Jimmy. Like, what he did tonight, like, that's why people get this certain picture in their head about Jimmy, you know, like, oh, he's a team cancer and he's going to screw up your team's locker room chemistry. But, like, this dude went to the finals twice, man. Like, Jimmy drug guys that probably should not have been there. And this whole offseason, you know, they didn't give him a star. They didn't give him Lillard last year. They didn't give him anybody. They just expect him to keep going out there as he ages and carry the team. PG going to knock down a 18-point game. What the Sixers should have done is kept Jimmy Butler, got rid of Ben Simmons, and they should have kept it with Jimmy and Joe and then drafted Maxey. They probably would have won a championship. Matter of fact, no, they would have won. They would have won a championship by now. I can guarantee you. Maxey blocks Schroeder, and then Schroeder picks it up and puts in a J. Dude, the Sixers are not even trying right now. They're really not. Here's Caleb Martin going to find Joel Embiid. Joel against Trace Jackson Davis. They're showing a double. Joel finds Martin, turns, lays it in. Short, Yabusele gets it, and he is fouled. But yeah, man, I think Jimmy's probably, he's probably hearing all the rumors and everything going on, and he's like, you know what? Well, Miami didn't give me anybody else. They didn't give me anybody else. I don't know. That's my takeaway. What do you guys think? Yabusele going to knock it down. Max says Jimmy's being crazy. The Heat are always in the playoffs. Yeah, but that doesn't matter, man. You got to win a championship. And the 2 years that they've been in the finals, it's been Jimmy going on a crazy run, just going absolutely nuts. I mean, the guy literally drug high schoolers to the finals a couple years ago. But he wants a new contract. That's what it all boils down to. Jimmy wants a 4-year contract. I understand from Miami's perspective, they don't want to pay him for 4 years, especially at the age he's at, you know, starting to regress a bit. But I get it from Jimmy, like, hey, you know, I've earned your loyalty and you don't want to pay me. I wouldn't give him that contract unless I had a finals-ready team around him, which I don't think that they do. Curry finds Wiggins. Wiggins goes up and in. Yeah, man, the Sixers are not coming back from this. I'm sorry to be the negative guy tonight, but this is absolutely embarrassing. Joel Embiid drives in, and he is finally fouled. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to be too overly pissed tonight about this because it's a second of a back-to-back, but this is an absolutely pathetic effort. This is a pathetic effort from this team. I thought they would bounce back after last night. This is crazy, man. This is actually crazy. Come on, guys. Get this up to 300 likes, man, so we can give out some mods. Get us up to 300 likes, man. Making the playoffs in the East is a participation trophy. Exactly. Like, look at the Eastern Conference. And that tells you all you need to know, man. Some of these guys' priorities are not about just making the playoffs. Like, to be quite honest with you, man, Miami, what are they? The 5th seed right now? 4, 5, 6? They have a better record than a lot of these teams, man. Dom says, I know there's switches, but you can switch back. Not sure what you mean exactly. You mean the Sixers are going to switch back? I just don't think that this game, like, I could just see the writing on the wall right now. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. You had Pat Riley earlier. Didn't he tell him, like, before the season, he was like, shut your mouth and play basketball pretty much? Honestly, I will say that that's going to be one of the things that haunt at least me about this team is like the what if. Like, I don't think people realize that Jimmy, like when he left the Sixers, he was not even 30 years old, bro. And we only saw Jimmy with this team for half of a season. Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid could have easily won a championship. It's actually insane, man. Think about the opportunities that this team blew. Think about the Hawks series. The Sixers would have absolutely, they would have swept the Hawks with Jimmy Butler. They almost went to the damn finals off of a one bouncer that went the other way. If they beat the Raptors, I mean, they would have beat everybody else. The Warriors were injured in the finals. They would have beat Milwaukee. Couple years later, they would have beat the Hawks. They would have beat the Bucks. They would have beat the Suns. The Sixers would have a championship. It's why I will not forgive Ben Simmons ever until this team wins. I can forgive Markelle Fultz. The guy had a shoulder condition that literally messed him up. But you know what Markelle Fultz did? He survived in the league. He found a way to keep fighting. Unlike others. Unlike other dudes that have quit single-handedly on his team. Single-handedly quit on this team. RB, I'm so tired of this garbage basketball by the Sixers. I want to go to sleep, but I'm going to be paranoid if I don't watch the game. I left the chat last night with 8 minutes thinking we had the game wrapped up. Yo, if you left the game with 8 minutes yesterday, what were they, up by 12? They gave up a 15-0 run to end the game. It was insane. Nick Nurse had some terrible coaching down late in that game. Joel going to knock down the first at the line. And you know what the thing is about the PG Jimmy Butler thing is, like, the Heat would never do that. Why would Miami try to do that? Unless they're just stupid to take on 4 years of a guy that's also around the same age. You know, like, why wouldn't they just pay Jimmy at that point? So Miami would not do it, but definitely an interesting convo. By the way, we're going to get back to making more videos as well. There just has not been a lot to talk about, but with the trades coming in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be making a lot of videos. So be sure to have the notifications on. Can't stress that enough, guys. Make sure you have those noties turned on. That way you know when we drop videos. Curry, step back three. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by the Sixers. By the way, Embiid went 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Caleb Martin, finds Joel. Chucks up a three. Got it. Big shot by Joel. Here is Kuminga. You can see them targeting Joel. It's easy to see. Wiggins dumps it, and it's stolen away. Sixers with a chance now to make a run. Maxey, Embiid. Back to Maxey up top, guarded by Kuminga. 5:40 to go here in the third. Caleb Martin pump fakes, drives, goes up, blocked by Draymond. Bad decision. Should have pulled the J. Wiggins. Here's Kuminga, Draymond Green, Buddy Hield back in the game. Hield dumps it back to Curry, contested three. See, that's what I mean, man. I'll be honest, too. The Warriors are doing a disservice by not getting Curry more help. Like, this guy can still play at a high level. He's up there in age, but he can play, man. He could play. Tyrese Maxey at the top, guarded by Wiggins. He's going to find Joel Embiid against Draymond Green. Joel, 4-3, spins to his left, fades, missed it again. Yabusele tried to tap it in, could not, fighting for the rebound. Yo, why is everybody running back on defense so quick? Yabusele's the only one. Curry, another 3, banks it in. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is the Curry show, man. This is the Curry show. 89-68. Joel's living on the perimeter for some reason. Here's Joel. Joel against Andrew Wiggins. Drives in off a bounce, and he was fouled. Like I said before the game, man. Like I said before the game, bro. Steph Curry is just like, he's just Curry, man. First one good at the line for Embiid. They should have played Embiid yesterday and just sat everybody today if this is how they were going to play. Guys, be sure to follow us on all platforms, man. Here in the new year, we're trying to grow. Follow me on Twitter at RBPhillyTake. Follow our Instagram at PhillyTake with RB. All right, guys, how are we feeling in the chat, man? 320 people in here. Welcome in. Can we get this to 300 likes? Can we get it up to 300? My neighbors, I heard them walking around when they were making some noise. They went outside. I think they're pissed off right now, so I'm trying to piss them off again. Wiggins, another 3. I mean, yeah, this is a blowout. This is a blowout, honestly. Like I said, they're not coming back from this. Here's Joel Embiid, chucks up another 3, short again. This is looking like beginning of the season Sixers. Draymond, Curry, dribble, no look, Hield. Curry tried to find Hield again, and it was poked away. The Warriors are having too much fun right now. They're having too much fun right now. Curry's going nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question in the chat. Why are you guys watching this game still? If your answer is to watch it with me, I appreciate you very much. Here's Curry, another step back. Boom, over Eric Gordon. Nurse calls a timeout. Yeah, take the whole damn starting lineup off the floor. Just concede. Just concede. Frickin'. How many does Curry have now? What does he have? 24? I said he would have 38. He's on his way. He's on his way. Speaking of on his way, hope you guys didn't listen to me before the game because I got to give another shout out to BetUS. And the Sixers were a 3.5-point underdog. I think it's pretty safe to say the Warriors are going to cover 3.5 at this point. Shout out to BetUS, though, man. Go to betus.com. Don't bet on the Sixers if they want to play like they did tonight. And use the code YouTube150. Get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 right over on betus.com. NFL playoffs start next week. Maybe put a little bet on the Eagles to go out there and win the whole damn thing. I mean, they're resting their starters, right? They better. Don't stay away from the Sixers, man. But the Eagles I got some confidence in. So shout out to BetUS, best bonuses in the industry. Go check them out. BetUS.com. Use the code YouTube150. Get a 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Looks like BetUS had the read on this one, man. They had the Warriors favorited for a reason. Also, I cover the Eagles, by the way, on another channel in case you guys haven't come across it. It's called A to Z Philly. Search it up on YouTube. Check it out. A to Z Sports Philadelphia. We've been growing pretty well on there. All right, so why are you guys still watching this game, man? Are you up just because of me or what? Are you up just because of me or what? Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, this is one of the games where the Sixers are back to just giving up. Sixers are literally just giving up. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. It doesn't matter. Scoreboard in the bottom has stopped working. Thank you for letting me know that, man. Thank you. I will refresh that right now. Thank you. I think I'm going to just rant post-game, honestly. If you guys stay up for the post-game show, you're an absolute warrior. No pun intended. But yeah, man. If you guys are going to stay up for the post-game with me, you're an absolute champion. I got a lot to say post-game, but I'm just going to let it out. Because right now, I'm just like, what do I even say? Do you play Barkley or do you agree with sitting him? I think it's actually the right decision to sit him, but I would understand if they played him as well. Like, I wouldn't be mad at it, but got to keep the team healthy, you know? Got to keep them healthy. Clint says, we are here with you, RB. 1988 says, I'm only listening while I play PlayStation. Appreciate it, man. Da Vinci says, we're watching you, sir. It's Hoops and Steph, always worth watching. Jackson goes in for the floater, gets it to fall. Why is Joel still on the floor, man? Get him off the floor. Come on, nurse. So it's Reggie Jackson, Ricky Council, Yabusele, Gordon, and Embiid. Up against Kuminga, Heald, Schroeder, Moody, and Jackson Davis. Turnaround fade missed by Kuminga. Here come the Sixers. Jackson going to dump it to Embiid. Embiid one-on-one, kicks it back. Reggie Jackson spots up for three. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by the Golden State Warriors, who have a 23-point cushion with a couple minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2:40 to play in this third, and Kuminga with the rock. He's going to float it up. Jackson Davis back to Kuminga, and he's going to miss the J. A little bit short, picked up by Philly. Here come the 76ers. Joel with the rock. He's wide open. Now he's going to dribble, shoot it up. Just ugly basketball, man. Ugly. Ray says no Bona or Edwards. Yeah, exactly. Tika says I'm up because Australia has India on the ropes in cricket. Dang, you could just say you don't care about me. Damn. Joel going to miss the first free throw. Maxie's been brutal tonight. Joel, brutal. Paul George, brutal. Everybody. Everybody. Explain to me why Joel doesn't play bully ball. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying all night. Makes no sense. Makes no sense, man. Makes absolutely no sense. The tallest player on the floor is 6'9". And you know what's funny? I'm going to talk about this after the game, and people are going to be like, yo, why are you hating, bro? Why are you hating? They just won 4 out of 5 games. Because when you play like you don't care, this is what we expect. This is what you get. Moses Moody going to throw it away. Here come the Sixers 3-on-3. Jackson dumps it. Eric Gordon, and he carried. Just end this game, bro. I really hope the Sixers haven't lost their momentum that they were starting to pick up, because this last night and tonight, this is brutal. I miss Jared McCain. Can we just get McCain back? Why'd they have to take him from us? Buddy Heald for 3. Too much on it. Rebounded by Joel, who now has, 13 boards? How does Joel have 13 boards? Now Joel going to get fouled again. I can't believe the dude has 13 rebounds. Can you? Can you believe that? First one good for Joel Embiid. The Sixers have 72 points right now. Max says Embiid rebounds and tween why he looks healthy 1 minute and can't move the next. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It feels like he honestly has like 5 rebounds, not 13. Now he misses the second free throw. Guys, get this to 300 likes, man. Do me a favor. Help push the show around, man. I need y'all to hit the thumbs up. This is a miserable game right now. Give us some life so I can at least hit the air horn one time. Moses Moody spots up a 3, drains it. 97-73 is the score. Crazy part is they have nobody else left on the bench to play except Dem Bona and Justin Edwards. You might as well put them in, man. Gordon chucks a deep 3. Can't answer. Sixers have given up. Sixers have given up. Here's Jonathan Kuminga. Drives, spins, pulls up the 6-footer. Missed it. Davis. And a foul on the floor. If you guys want to become a channel member, support the show, hit the link pinned in the chat or hit the join button down below. Second one's going to be good for Kuminga. 98-73. Tyrese Maxey at the top. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Tyrese going to find Joel. Dribbles downhill. Goes up. And he was fouled. And one. And one, Joel Embiid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And one, Joel Embiid to the line for one more. $10 super chat from AG. AG, appreciate the love, man. Thanks for supporting the show, bro. Hold on, let me put your little super chat up here on the screen. Keep forgetting to do that. AG always showing up and showing out for the chat, man. Great channel member. Thank you, man. Thank you. Free throw is good, and one is good. 98-76, 22-point lead for the Warriors. Maxey's back in. Warriors running it up the floor as quick as they can. They're beating us everywhere. Kuminga goes up. And he was fouled. Dude. Guys, I'm being so serious right now, man. Joel Embiid literally will not jump. I don't know how he has 13 boards a night, but he will not jump. Free throw is good. The Sixers are down by 25. Maxey up top at the logo. 8 seconds separating game and shot clock. Here's Maxey guarded by Dennis Schroeder. Comes around a screen. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid dribbles all the way in and throws it down with one hand. Schroeder going to drive and he's fouled. Yo, RB, give us your Jimmy insight now that he's officially done. Well, I kind of talked about it earlier, man. I see it from both sides. Like, I understand the Heat don't want to give him a contract, but if I'm Jimmy, I'm sitting there saying, hey, I've been loyal to your organization. I feel like I've done all I could, and you haven't given me enough help. And now you're kind of just, throw me out the door a little bit. So I just think, the relationship is over. They're getting a divorce. And I think Jimmy's going to make it as hard as he can now for the Heat. That's what he does. You know what I mean? He's pissed off. He said he's not having fun playing basketball. He's got reporters in his face every day asking him about his trade. And he's like, you know what? Screw this, man. I just want to hoop. So I think there's probably now, he's going to be the big name for the trade deadline. Heat are going to probably have some leverage screwed up. I actually think that players kind of get fined now if they officially request a trade. Joel goes to the rim, blocked again. So I don't think he might get fined, but I think there will probably be like 4 or 5 teams that probably bid on him. So I don't know, man. Well, that takes us to the end of the third quarter, man. I'm not even going to ask you guys to drop fires in the chat. If you want to, by all means, feel free to go ahead and do it. But there's not much to get cooking here in the fourth. This game is pretty much over. We'll be doing a post-game show after the game where we will rant, and we'll take your phone calls as well. But, yeah, this has been a really bad showing. This has been a really, really bad showing. Tell you one positive thing, though, before we get back into it. Give one more shout out to Kook Burger and Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, one positive thing is you can go to Kook Burger and forget about this damn game and go get yourself one of these delicious Shoobie Shakes. Ladies and gentlemen, best milkshake you'll ever try in your life. Go check them out, 21st and Market Street in Center City, Philly. Go hang out at the Kook Beach, man. Eat some good food, have some good vibes, take your fam, take your friends. And go watch another game. Don't watch this game because, my Lord, this has been an absolutely brutal watch. Kook Burger can be the only thing that cheers up tonight. If I had one of those milkshakes right now, I'd be having a better time than I am right now. That's all I can say. Shout out to Kook Burger and Bar, man. Appreciate them for sponsoring the channel. And go check them out on Instagram at Kook Burger Bar. Open 7 days a week right in Center City, Philadelphia. Kook Burger and Bar, where they are serious about fun food. And I'm serious about getting on to the next game against Brooklyn and getting back home where maybe this team will actually try to win, because tonight they're not. Tonight they're not. Shoe Games has dropped the ices in the chat. Sixers don't even deserve the fires. I agree, man. I agree. That's why I didn't ask you guys to drop them. AP says, as a Knicks fan, we know Pat Riley is a shrewd businessman. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Pat Riley is going to have a bit of a standoff here. And if you're Miami, right? Because last week, Pat Riley came out and he said, we're not trading Jimmy. All the speculation is false. Jimmy's agent was on Twitter going at Shams, and Shams said, yo, I stand on business. Like, I've never had a story as valid as this one. All my sources are backing me up. I'm standing on business. And right now, Shams looking like that dude. He really stood on business. And Jimmy's had enough, and he comes out tonight. I need to go back and watch the game. Because, again, people were messaging me during that Heat game. They're like, yo, do you see what Jimmy's doing right now? And I was like, what is he doing? And they were like, oh, he's just not even, like, moving. He's just sitting in the corner. So I got to go back and watch that. But then he requested a trade after the game and said, I have no joy anymore playing in Miami. I want to trade. Shams put out the report. So yeah, Jimmy's done, man. He wants to be out of Miami. And now this is a really bad situation if you're in Miami because you're like, damn, bro, you're screwing up our leverage. You're screwing up our leverage. Stephen Curry, most three-pointers in a game without a miss in his career, 6 for 6, and tonight he is currently 6 for 6. So, if Curry hits one more three, he'll have the most in his career without a miss, unless he misses one in this fourth. Here's Yabusele down low, kicks it out. No Joel Embiid to start the fourth. Paul George for 3, drains it. So Paul George is back in the game, and he hits a 3. 22-point lead for Golden State. I would keep Joel off for the rest of the night. Don't bring him back in. Here's Steph Curry coming around his screen. Curry swings it. Kuminga from the wing. And he's going to answer right back. What's your guys' number one takeaway from this game tonight? Let me know in the chat right now. And get us to 300 likes, man. We're almost there. We're almost there. Tyrese Maxey going to find Paul George. Contested three this time. Can't get it to go. Rolls up and out. Draymond going to find Kuminga. The reverse. Got it again. Sixers have no interior defense tonight. Like I said, Drummond's out. KJ's out. Kelly Oubre's out. Here's Paul George. Steps back against Kuminga. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul, and PG will go to the line for two. Where do you guys think Jimmy Butler's going to end up at? If you had to guess, where would you think he ends up? The couple teams I've heard so far, and again, you know, just rumors. I mean, Jimmy can kind of dictate a bit of where he wants to go, but Dallas Mavericks have come up a lot. The Rockets. Who else? The Warriors, maybe. That'd be an interesting fit. But you also, the thing is that people don't think about what the Heat want as well. Now, if Jimmy just completely forces his way out, then, you know, they might not be able to get a lot. But what they want is the cap flexibility. They're going to want some young guys to not really go into a rebuild, but more of a retool. So they're going to want some draft picks. They're going to want some young pieces. That's why I think a team like the Warriors could actually put together a good bundle. You know, you could package some of these guys. I mean, I'd have to see their salary cap in their books, but like Kuminga, Moody, guys like this. Put Jimmy with Curry, that'd be crazy. Here's Kuminga, finds Draymond going downhill, up and in. You got to get the starters off the floor, man. This is embarrassing. Just get blown away by 50. Why not? Paul George working against Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Yabusele. Ricky going to pull up a three. Can't get that to drop. 110 to 83. 27-point lead. Here's a three from Buddy Hield. That one comes up short. Rebounded by Eric Gordon. Here come the 76ers. Maxey with the rock. He's going to cross. Step back. Maxey a three. Drains it. Secret Underdog just dropped the Discord link in the chat. Guys, join the Discord if you want to talk with other Sixer fans and call in after the game. Curry from deep. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. Yo, Curry is not even real, bro. I said he would have 38. He's got 27 and counting. 7 for 7 from three. Oh, my gosh. Curry again. All right, bro. Chalk it up. End the game. End the game. I'm done. I'm just going to sit here, bro. Steph Curry's now 8 for 8 from three. His most threes in a game without a miss is 6. He has 8 right now. Get the starters out and end this game. Here's my issue, nurse. Guys, like the show, man. Get us to 300 likes. Here's my issue, nurse. Here's my issue, nurse. Why do you have Tyrese Maxey in the ballgame? You're down 30. Why do you have Paul George in the game? You're down 30. The guy is 34 with 2 hyperextensions in the knee. Like, get him the hell out of the game. Get Maxey out. Is Nick Nurse okay? Is he okay? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I know I'm not an NBA coach. I'm not even close to it. I've never coached NBA. I've never coached basketball. I'm just trying to think, if I was in Nick Nurse's spot right now, would I be playing Tyrese Maxey and Paul George? Do these people sometimes realize how stupid these decisions are? You're down 30 in the fourth quarter. Someone just hit me up on Twitter. They said Reggie Miller's calling out Joel Embiid's effort tonight. I don't blame him. I said it from the opening tip. You know, and then people come in, they're like, oh, you know, do you care about us? Do you believe in us? Bro, I'm just telling you what I see. This team's been absolutely embarrassing tonight, bro. This is an embarrassing performance on national television, by the way. On national television, man. Curry is 8 for 8 from 3 right now. Bro's got his thumb taped up and everything. Should have won last night. Here's a Dembona. Finally, the young guys are in. Justin Edwards, a Dembona. So 9 minutes to play, and the starters have come out officially. Nurse has waved the white flag, a Dembona. Lost it out of bounds. Dude, that's insane. Most games with 8 threes in history. Curry's got 85. The next highest is 31. Holy crap. That is insane. Doughton around the screen, going to drive, mid-range. Jay missed it. Draymond Green up the floor. Finds a cutting Kuminga. Throws it down. In transition, Sixers continue to get smacked around. Here's Justin Edwards, the 21-year-old out of Kentucky. Philadelphia product. Here is Doughton Jr. Goes up, lays it in. Here's Steph Curry again, thinking 3. Now he drives in. Moses Moody from 3, and he drains it. Well, congratulations, Sixers. You go up against Golden State, who's been cold as of late, and they are absolutely disintegrating you. Ladies and gentlemen, drop one word in the chat right now to describe this game. Stephen Curry is coming out. He will officially break one of his own records here tonight. The most three-pointers that Steph Curry has ever had in a game without a miss is 6. He is 8 for 8, and he's going to come out with 7.5 to play. So Steph Curry going perfect against the Sixers. 8 for 8 from 3. Wow. Wow. My bad, Joe. I blacked out for a play. I was trying to tweet something out. I don't even know who's in the game for Golden State now. It just brought in the bottom of the bench. Dembona lost it out of bounds. Guys, one word in the chat to describe this game, man. I got a lot to say. I'm gearing up for the post game tonight. I got a lot to say after this game. Got a lot to say after this game. Here's Justin Edwards, kicks it back. Ricky Council, pump fake, drive all the way in. Council slams it down in the open space. 29-point lead for the Warriors. Oh, my bad. Who even is this guy that's in the game right now? Let me read his name out. Lindy Waters for the Warriors. Kyle Anderson. Guy Santos. Who's this guy? Pat Spencer. 28 years old out of Northwestern. I've never seen a dude look like Pat Spencer. Is that Kevon Looney as well? So what, did the Warriors just not play Kyle Anderson and Kevon Looney? Are they unplayable? I'm surprised they just put him in now. That's crazy. But guess I haven't been watching too much Warriors. This guy, Pat Spencer, though, he looks like the typical guy you pick up at LA Fitness last on your team. This guy's averaging 1.4 points per game. Some guy named Pat Spencer, number 61, is in the ballgame. Warriors, they give out some weird jersey choices, man. 61, 71. Another miss at the free throw line. Kyle Anderson, Lindy Waters for three. Missed it. JS, it's time for a 20-ounce Wawa coffee. My brother, my treat. Let's go. Yeah, I need that right now, man, because I'm about to get fired up on the post game for sure. I'm about to get fired up on the post game. Guys, call into the show after the game. I want to hear you guys rant and rave. I want to hear you rant. Lindy Waters, nice contest there by Dembona. Here come the Sixers. Justin Edwards in transition. Misses the three. Yabu couldn't pick it up. 4.5 to go in this game as we wind down the clock. Dembona with a monster block on the other end. Then he stepped out of bounds, but what a block by Dembona. Guys, I'm going to put the Discord link in the chat right now. Join the Discord. Hold up. So you can call in. Kevon Looney puts up the J, got it to fall. Three ball from Council, got it to fall. Then he looks back at the bench. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Join the Discord, man. There's nothing to rave about. My bad, I meant rant. It's 12:11 in the morning, buddy. Relax, okay? We don't have to overreact. We're not overreacting. Please, bro. We don't need we don't need that tonight, bro. We have to call out this pathetic, miserable effort. This absolutely deserves to be called out. There's going to be people that come in here like, bro, why are you hating? Bro, we're not hating. We're just telling you what we see. This team was embarrassing tonight. Embarrassing. There's no other way to put it. Jeff Doughton trying to turn the corner, kicks it back. Ricky Council. What is he doing, bro? What is Ricky Council thinking right now? This guy, Pat Spencer, cracks me up. This guy literally looks like a guy you'd pick up on the street playing hoops with your buddies. Wearing a black undershirt. Another bucket for the Warriors. They got 130 points and counting. Yabusele for three, misses it. 33-point lead and counting. Here's Kyle Anderson. Guess he's unplayable now. Anderson around the screen. Did we hit 300 likes? Oh, we did. My fault. I didn't even realize. Anderson, another bucket. I'm not even watching this pathetic game, bro. Wake up the neighbors, bro. Wake up the neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, we called a timeout. Timeout! Yes! Let's just extend this game even longer. Let's draw up a play. Down 540 points. Wake them the hell up, man. Beautiful idea. Let's call a timeout. Down 65. Why are you calling a timeout, bro? Game is over. Game is over. Come on, bro. This guy, Pat Spencer, man, I just can't get him out of my head now. Guy's got a black undershirt on. He's playing like I don't even know, bro. And why does Ricky Council all of a sudden think he's Steph Curry? This dude just pulled a jump shot 50 feet in the air like he was Steph. Maybe he got some ideas from watching Curry go 8 for 8 from three. Dude, the Warriors shot 58% from three tonight. Holy crap. Wow. And you look at Joel Embiid's numbers and people are going to be like, yo, he had a really good game. Not if you watch the game. Joel Embiid's horrible night is 28 and 14. 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. This is why you have to watch games, ladies and gentlemen. Because the box score watchers are going to come back on this stream and they're going to comment like they always do on the post game tonight. And they're going to be like, what are you talking about, bro? Embiid played good tonight. He had 28 points. Timeout 10 minutes late. That's what I'm saying, man. Guys, join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. Hop in there after the game. Call in if you want. If not, chime in with the other fans in the chat. This happens and it doesn't mean anything. Okay. All right. Let's just act like this means absolutely nothing. Getting your ass handed to you by 40 points means nothing. Come on, bro. You got to wake up. This was a pathetic effort tonight. Sixers didn't lose tonight because they just didn't hit shots. They didn't try. They did not try tonight. Simple as that. They gave no effort tonight. Last night was the game to win. Last night was the game to win. I don't know how you, like, I understand we're all fans of the team. We tell it as it is, good or bad. I don't understand how we can come in here and say this doesn't mean anything. They just got absolutely embarrassed. Embarrassed. This team has lost 4 out of their last 5. They've lost, like, what is it, 7 out of their last 9? This team was ice cold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of their last 9 games have been losses. Come on, bro. Robert says people saying no for 500 likes are weird. That's a fact, Rob. We got haters in the chat. It's all good, man. When you got haters, it means you're doing something right. All right, bro. Let's watch the end of this game. Pat Johnson or whatever his name is with the Rock. Anderson. 3-ball Warriors missed it again. I don't even know who's on the floor, bro. I've lost it. I've lost it. Sixers actually scored 101. Guy Santos, that is number 15. Here's Kyle Anderson off balance. You're letting Kyle Anderson cook you. Exactly. Last night hurt this game. We were no-shows. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys gave a lot of effort last night, but Joel should not have come out this lazy tonight. Edwards for 3, misses it. Pat Spencer. And 1 Kevon Looney. I mean, it just cannot get worse than this. It cannot get worse than this, bro. Holy smokes. One minute to go. Edwards in and he scores. Start getting the chat fired up here for postgame. Well, at least the Sixers play the Nets on Saturday. Back at home. This West Coast trip, the second West Coast trip of the season is over. That's the only positive right now. Second West Coast trip is over. That's the only positive tonight. Council against Anderson. Justin Edwards crosses, drives, plucked again. Warriors might get 140 here. There's a Lindy Waters. Kyle Anderson jumps into a foul. Are you kidding me, bro? Really? Really? Bro really just drew a 3-point foul. Gosh, bro. I cannot believe we're up at 12:30 watching this. They really made us stay up for this, bro. First free throw miss. That's what you get, bro. That's what you get. Council plucked. 12 seconds to go. Council the inbound. Here's Jeff Doughton Jr. Spins against Lindy Waters. Drives into the basket. Did they call a foul with 0.5 on the clock? They called a foul with 0.5 on the clock. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? All right, man. That officially ends this one. I can't believe they called a foul with 0.5. Wow. All right, man. Sorry, I don't even know. Post-game live coming up. I can't believe I'm going to do a post-game show, but I am, because that's what we do. We deliver for the people. And look, man, at the end of the day, no matter what, you have the good games, you have the bad games, the really good games, the really bad games. And we definitely have some things to talk about in terms of last night compared to tonight. But no matter what, I appreciate all of you for being up with me in the chat and for hanging out. I know this was a brutal one, especially for a late game. But the positive thing is that the second West Coast trip is over. The last West Coast trip is over. The season, that's the only positive. Sixers get absolutely routed by the Golden State Warriors. They give up almost 140 points. And I have to rant about it on the post-game show. Shout out to our game day partners, man. Kook Burger and Bar. Check them out. BetUS, check them out. If you're hanging around for the post-game, call in on the Discord or the phone lines. Numbers in the chat right now. Go ahead and get that bad boy going. But, yeah, man. Other than that, we got some things to talk about. I mean, I'm kind of speechless after what I saw tonight, man. I'm kind of speechless after what I saw tonight. But, wow. 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 All right, man. All right, we'll be back. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to try to gather my thoughts for the next few minutes, but we'll be back, man. 76ers get absolutely routed. Hold up, I didn't even change the banner here. I'm flabbergasted. Word of the night, flabbergasted. Let me change this real quick. My bad. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Sixers get absolutely blasted by the Golden State Warriors in dominating fashion from start to finish. Welcome into the Sixers postgame live show right here on Philly Take with RB. We go live after every single game, and we're live during the game before it as well over on YouTube. If you're watching it on any other platforms, if you're listening on audio platforms, be sure to rate us, subscribe to us, like us, share us, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the worst game of the season, and it's not even close. That might be the worst performance in the last couple of seasons for the Philadelphia 76ers. They get blown out 139-105 in Golden State on the last game of the second West Coast trip, second of a back-to-back. And you go down last night. You give up a 15-0 run to lose last night just to come back tonight to kind of get our hopes up that, okay, maybe they can bounce back. Maybe Joel Embiid injecting himself back into the lineup can give this team that little extra boost to get a big win tonight. You're going up against a Warriors team that has lost 7 out of their last 9 games. They've been ice cold. And what do? You let them put on a historic performance. Everything was absolutely terrible tonight. Do we chalk this up to a loss and just move on? Sure, maybe. But we got to talk about what happened because, Joel Embiid looked absolutely terrible tonight. And on top of that, he looked like he did not care. From the first tip to the final possession that he was in, Joel Embiid did not move around on defense. He watched guys dribble all the way into the lane. He didn't defend. He didn't jump. I don't know how he ended with 14 rebounds. The guy literally gave no effort tonight. Joel Embiid has looked very good. Joel Embiid has actually started to get his feet under him and looks like he's been in rhythm. And my problem is that Joel Embiid did not play yesterday. He rested. He was out on the first of a back-to-back. So yeah, this rest of the team was out there balling in Sacramento and fighting down to the last possession, kind of. But they played a lot of minutes yesterday, whereas Joel Embiid was fully rested coming into this game, and he played tonight like he did not care. He did not care. He didn't want to be out there. He was winded during timeouts. He couldn't move around. He wasn't jumping. That type of energy was infectious. It rolled right onto the rest of the team. Tyrese Maxey was terrible tonight. Couldn't make his reads as the guard on this team. He couldn't knock down shots. He missed 3 layups. Tyrese Maxey, 4 for 13 tonight. Paul George had 19, 7 for 12. At first glance, you say, oh, he had a good game. Well, he had 2 rebounds and 0 assists. All his points came on an island. The Sixers had no cohesiveness tonight. They didn't play together. They got absolutely routed. And on the defensive end, they gave up 68 points in the first half. They gave up a whopping 139. Nick Nurse had the starters out there down 34 with 9 minutes to go. I mean, there's just so many things I could point to. You start Kyle Lowry in this game for 6 minutes, which made absolutely no sense. You played Eric Gordon 5 minutes in the first half after he actually hit a couple shots yesterday. Then you take Kyle Lowry out. You put in Reggie Jackson and Jeff Doughton Jr. You got Jeff Doughton Jr. guarding Steph Curry, who is making him look like a fool. You play Gershon Yabusele next to Joel Embiid when there's no backup center on the team tonight because Andre Drummond's out, Kelly Oubre's out, KJ Martin's out. I know they were strapped with depth. I know they were injured and banged up tonight. But to come out here when you needed a bounce-back game, you needed to make a statement, and you get absolutely ran off the floor. Stephen Curry had 8 3-pointers tonight. He went 8 for 8. He's never had more than 6 and been perfect in a game. And he goes 8 for 8. with a messed up thumb going absolutely insane, and nobody on defense is rotating. Nobody is picking him up. First half, you got Draymond shooting wide open threes. They're letting him shoot. That is their strategy. We are letting Draymond shoot wide open. He's knocking down shots. We're letting Trace Jackson Davis take whatever he wants right to the rack. We're getting cooked by Lindy Waters. We're getting cooked by Lindy Waters. Who? Let's name off some of the guys that came into this game, man. Pat Spencer, who looks like the last pickup at an LA Fitness game. Kyle Anderson, who has a broken jump shot and is drawing fouls with 5 seconds left in the game, up 35. Buddy Hield, the former Sixer, only had 3 points. Buddy Hield only hit 1 3 tonight, and the Sixers gave up 22 threes to the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors in this game shot 56% from 3 because you left them wide open. Nobody played with any defensive intensity or effort tonight. They did not care from the opening tip. And midway through the third quarter, they made one little run. And as soon as they did that, Stephen Curry hit back-to-back threes. The Warriors went right back up by 20, and they never looked back. There was absolutely no effort. And on national television, this team got embarrassed. They showed no signs of life or fight. And you just thought that after losing the game the way they did yesterday, they would have a little bit of ounce of fight in them. I know it was a second of a back-to-back. I know some of the guys were probably exhausted, but I cannot excuse Joel Embiid, who did not play yesterday, for coming out here and moping around the way he did tonight. And here's my other thing, man. It's not like you're going up against a juggernaut of a defensive interior. The tallest player on the Golden State Warriors lineup tonight, the tallest guy in their starting lineup tonight, was 6'9", Trace Jackson Davis. How is Joel Embiid not establishing himself down low early in this game? How does he not want to get aggressive? He's walking around settling for 3 after 3 after 3. The game plan made absolutely no sense. They made no adjustments throughout the game. They had the wrong personnel in. They were not playing defense. They certainly gave no effort on the rebounds. This was a pathetic performance. And now you got to wonder. Because last night I chalked up, all right, they got guys out. Yeah, they went down. It stings. They gave up a 15-0 run. But at this point, why didn't you play Joel Embiid last night and sit him out tonight? Why didn't you sit everybody out tonight and just play him last night then? So after winning 10 out of 13 games, after beating up on some bad teams, but also getting a couple big statement wins like the Celtics game, now you have to wonder if the Sixers are reverting back to the beginning of the season Sixers, who colossally choked last night and tonight got absolutely wiped off the floor. I just didn't think we would see this kind of game from the Sixers now that they've been playing the way that they have. And again, the Warriors have been playing terrible as of late. They absolutely ran you off the floor. I have no other words to describe what I just saw. I mean, how do you describe it? You got ran off the floor. Dennis Schroeder, 3 for 4 from 3. Stephen Curry, 8 for 8. Lindy Waters III, 2 for 4 from 3. Jonathan Kuminga, 2 for 3 with 20 off the bench. Moses Moody, 4 for 5. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Draymond Green, a plus 30. Tallest guy on the floor was Trace Jackson Davis, and Joel Embiid would not take it to the rim. Sixers shot 9 for 31 from 3. The Golden State Warriors shot 22 for 39. I'm not acknowledging they were on fire. Like, that's who the Warriors are. They're a make-or-miss team. And when they're on, it's hard to stop them. But my thing is, you were giving them wide open looks. You didn't try. There was no effort in this game. And I think we got to question Nick Nurse and his coaching decisions. His lineups took no timeouts to break runs. Just a terrible, terrible performance, man. Terrible. $5 super chat from Riaz says, RB, it just feels like we need to be healthy to compete against even teams that are decent in the league. Do you see Embiid ever playing back-to-backs? And I think that's the outlying question, Riaz. Appreciate the love, man. I think that is the question that we all need the answer to. Because I said it last night, Riaz. You went down, you choked a 15-point run at the end of the game, you choked an 11-point lead. But the biggest question moving forward is, can Joel Embiid play back-to-backs? Because if he cannot, and he misses 12 games over the next 3 months, and he misses X amount of games in April, and he can't play back-to-backs, you're not going to be a formidable squad. You're not going to gain the chemistry, the consistency. Paul George looked amazing last night with the ball in his hands, creating off the dribble. Tonight, he gets a wide-open corner three off a look from Joel when he gets doubled, and Paul George can't hit a wide-open three. I don't understand the disparity. Paul George can play by himself. He can't play with Joel Embiid and knock down a wide-open three. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. You look at yourself and you go, what does this team need? Yeah, they need more size and rebounding. Sure. They need another rebounder to help Joel. Sure, they need backup guard depth. But on top of all that, we want to see them go out there and give effort like they have in a lot of the recent games. And tonight, if you want to chalk it up to just being the second of a back-to-back on the West Coast, fine. But I'm not going to say that for Joel Embiid. He did not play yesterday. It made absolutely no sense what we saw tonight. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say, man. That was absolutely insane. That was insane. If you want to join in on the convo, call the Discord. Link is pinned in the YouTube chat. Join our Discord or call into the phone lines 518-318-7716. We got a couple people loaded up. I don't know what else I could say about this game other than the Sixers could be in big trouble if they don't wake the hell up. You got the Brooklyn Nets on Saturday who had a pretty big win tonight. If you play like you did tonight, and you're not going to have a chance. You're not going to have a chance. All right, we'll go to the first caller, but I got to give a shout out one more time to BetUS. Ladies and gentlemen, don't even go near the Sixers, man. They were a 3.5-point underdog tonight, and they lost by almost 40 points. The over-under was set at 217. They broke it way over. Wow, man. Wow. The Golden State Warriors. BetUS had the lead on this game, man. 3-point favorite. They should have been a 30-point favorite. Listen, man, check out BetUS. Get it. 150% deposit match bonus by using the code YouTube150 on your first deposit up to $2,000 over on BetUS.com. Go bet on the Eagles, man. Go bet on the NFL playoffs. Don't go near the Sixers right now because now we're back in the territory of we don't know which version of this team is going to show up. We don't know which version of this team is going to show up. Shout out to BetUS. Use the code YouTube150. Look, if they were going to play like this tonight, they should have just played Joel yesterday. That was the win you needed to get. That was the win you needed to get, not this game tonight. Sure, it would have been nice, but you had to win that game yesterday with how you played. You dominated almost the entire game. And tonight you just give up. All right, man, let's see what Sixer Nation is thinking. Let's go over to the Discord. We got a bunch of people on the line. We'll get to all of them, man. I need to hear you guys rant and rave. I need to hear y'all call in, man. Call in, give your thoughts. We're going to start off with my dude, Exclusive, the starter on the Discord. Exclusive, what's up, bro?
What's going on, RB? You can hear me?
What's up, man? Why are you still up at this time of night, bro? Why are you still up, man?
Honestly, I don't even know, man. I was trying to watch some Sixers basketball. It was just...
You got the sickness, man. You're up no matter what, and it's going to be tough to sleep after this game tonight.
Yeah. This was a tough one, man. I mean, I don't even know if there's really much to break down on my side. I just from the jump, it looked like we were just kind of a step behind the pace there. And I think that might be attributed to maybe the fact that we played a game yesterday, let alone a close one, right? So I don't know. I don't. Who knows really? But I think all in all, I mean, if you're looking at what was going on the court, it's just like there were a lot of the Warriors have always been a team that moves without the ball really, really well. They thrive off of their ball movement and pace, and I feel like they were just cut all over us to start the game off. Right, they were moving, they were going at us from every angle. And
yeah, man. I mean, that's who the Warriors are. They're frantic. They're sporadic. They're all around. They're a make or miss team. They shoot a lot of threes and they have a lot of young, fresh legs. But when you're not guarding them, I mean, they're going to shoot 58% from three. Sixers literally came out and were like, we're not going to guard them tonight.
Yeah, it's just like, I just think it's exactly that, just a step behind the pace, man. I mean, the other thing too that's interesting, I mean, when I just looked it up too, I had to look it up. But when I was watching, I was watching how many points they also got in the paint today. Right? I mean, they were specifically the Draymond Green fast break, little in and out move he made, I think kind of just defined what the defense looked like tonight. I mean, he just went downhill and there was almost no effort to stop him there. And I don't know. It just looked. I think it's as simple as that. I think it's as simple as just maybe the effort wasn't there. But sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. But the points in the paint thing, right? There's like the Sixers had 36 in the paint tonight. The Warriors had 54.
54 to 36,
like shooting
man.
Threes.
That is brutal.
You feel me?
I mean, there's just no way you're winning this game based on the margins. Like, you did nothing well tonight at all.
Exactly. I mean, this is a disgusting stat. Now that I'm looking at it, 42 assists to our 16. Like, nah,
that's unbelievable, man.
This is it.
I'm telling you, they didn't have effort tonight. It started with Joel, and it dispersed through the rest of the team. They didn't want it tonight at all. They didn't play defense.
Yeah, hopefully, I think we got the Nets on Saturday. At least that's back on the East Coast. I'm hoping that this will give them like the added motivation to turn around and really bounce back, because this wasn't necessarily the best night. Brutal
night, man. Anything else you got for me, man? I'm just letting you go off because I don't know what else to say about this game. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that there's not. I don't know. Yeah, there's really not much to say. I think it's as simple as just the effort tonight, right? I think another thing that we probably lacked a little bit was just the paint presence from a defensive paint protection standpoint. I think it's important as well to kind of limit the opportunities in the paint, because that generates the penetrating kick and all other things. And the offense, essentially what the Warriors run, basically what the Warriors run, is thrives on their ability to slash and cut and pass and penetrating kick. So I think also that didn't necessarily work in our favor tonight. Having that kind of protection in the paint wasn't the greatest, but I think at our peak, that's what's so frustrating. At our peak, I think we're much better in those spots, but it's just a bad night, man. It's
terrible.
It's just
brutal night. Absolutely brutal. You got to bounce back next game, I guess. But that's not 2 nights in a row. Not a good way to go down, man. Not a good way to go down.
Definitely not.
Gonna get to a few others, man. But appreciate you calling in, man. Especially this late.
Yeah, no, thank you again for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Exclusive. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to everybody calling in right now. We'll get to as many as we can. Like you said, just a brutal night. I mean, you give up 35 in the first, 33 in the second, 35 in the third, 36 in the fourth. Wow. All right, we got my guy JJ on the Discord. My dude, JJ, what's going on, man?
I probably should have just slept, honestly. That was I don't know about you, but that was one of the best performances I ever saw. That was absolutely unbelievable. I never thought that it could ever get that bad, but that was just. Yeah, I'm jumping for joy after that game, RB, man. Steph Curry goes 8 for 8 from 3, and Moses Moody looks like he's Klay Thompson, and goes 4 for 4 from 3. The Warriors had, it's like the most disgusting thing. The Warriors had 52 points off their bench. 52 points.
Wow. Wow.
52 damn points off their bench, and they out-assisted us 42-19 or something so crazy like that. They had 42 assists.
Wow. 42 to 16 to 16.
Yep.
Wow.
42 to 16. I was thinking off the top of my head. 42 to 16 points. You know, everybody's going to look at the foul shots. Everybody's going to look at the box score tonight for Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid played terrible tonight. Dude, he looked so slow. He looked like, honestly, he looked so out of it tonight. And I got a little bit nervous, and I was thinking to myself, you know, something's up with him. Something does not look right. Yeah, he had a nice little dunk like in the third quarter, but I don't take a lot of stock into this tonight, man. Kyle Lowry had 2 points in 10 minutes. I don't want to see that man on the court ever again in a Sixers uniform. Kyle Lowry had 2 points in 10 minutes, and literally Eric Gordon had 3 points in 14 minutes. The guy that literally from their bench that outscored the both of those guys was Lindy Waters, and he had 10 points.
Who the hell is Lindy Waters?
Who the hell is that? Who is he? Moses Mooney's averaging like 6.5 points per game, and he just doubled that off the bench.
Yo, you know what's crazy, JJ? It's like
2 for 3.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like people are coming into the chat even now, and they're like, yeah, you know, Joel actually played pretty good tonight. Like,
no,
there's a difference between watching the game and watching the box score. And even though Joel had 28, I don't know how he picked up 14 rebounds. That's way more than his average. And he had 2 blocks and a steal. This was one of the worst Joel games I've ever seen. Like, from start to finish, the guy had no interest in playing any defense. And that energy just transferred through the rest of the team. Like, they were leaving guys wide open every time to the rim. Every time the Warriors kick.
I know.
And, I mean, literally a wide open 3. That was their strategy. Leave them wide open. I've never seen anything like it. And the funniest part is, you know, people are going to say, oh, well, how can you switch up on the team so quick? And how can you say this? Because that's what they're doing. They play an amazing game against Boston, against one of the best teams, against the reigning champs. And then they come out tonight like they don't care. And they choked a lead away last night. Like, this is what they do. It's literally the extremes on both ends of the spectrum. Am I right?
Absolutely, you're right. How does a team give up 54 points in the paint and yet give up 22 threes? I've never seen anything like it. Usually, like, when you're watching a game, you know, everybody's hitting their threes, or like people are like living and dying by the 3. I've never seen a game that just, you know, you see so many points in the paint and yet like a lot of threes. I've never seen anything like it. They shot 61% from the field and they made 53 field goals today. Just absolutely absurd. And I never thought that I could get this down with the Sixers team. I never thought that I could get so angry with the Sixers team. And yet they just find ways. They just find ways to make me feel so annoyed, so angry. And I'll be honest with you, after this type of a game, Nick Nurse, he's on my hot seat now, man. He's on my hot seat. How the hell is this team not ready to play against Golden State? We knew that Joel Embiid was going to play one of the games of the back-to-backs, but they look so lifeless out of the gates. And Curry makes a big 3, and yet, like, you know, it's funny. We're getting the turnovers, and yet we're not able to capitalize on the turnovers in the first quarter. Maxey missed a bunny. Maxey just cannot, like, I love Tyrese Maxey. He had a terrible game today. Yeah. And the turnovers have gone up for him a lot. And that's really not good. So I'm really disappointed with this team tonight. I was not happy last night, but I was more so like, all right, like, it's fine if they win tonight. And not only did they not win tonight, but they were not, I feel like they weren't even in Golden State tonight. I feel like that they were in another area.
Yeah, no, they gave up from the opening tip. They gave up from the jump, man. JJ, you know I always appreciate you calling in, man. Amazing stuff, man. Shout out to JJ. Sorry you had to stay up and watch this game, man. Brutal. Brutal, man.
Hey, man. Sixers for life, though, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night. Shout out to my dude JJ on the Discord. Go check him out, man. Play-by-play with JJ. Guys, rate that call in the chat. How are we feeling? Chat, how are we feeling? We still got a ton of people up in here, man. Yeah, I mean, he said it best, like that. After that game, you got to look at Nurse. You got to look at this team. How did they come out so egregiously relaxed and lackadaisical and just didn't care? You can't get back in this habit, You started to build up some momentum. You were right there. You can't go to both ends of the extreme. I can't just chalk this game up to, hey, they were tired on a back-to-back. Like, Joel needs to be questioned after this game as to why he did not give any effort defensively. Maybe he didn't feel good. Maybe. But that was bad. That was bad. I mean, they carried over from last night. The end of the game last night, that's exactly who they were today. 42 assists to 16. Like, how does that even happen, man? How does it even happen? Wow. All right, let's go to the phones real quick. Then we'll go back to the Discord, man. Appreciate everybody being in here. Let's go to the phones. See what you got. 484, what's up?
What's up, Arby? How you doing, man?
Doing okay. I mean, I could be a lot better. I could be sleeping or pretending this game never happened. But I'm here. So what's up, man?
Not much, brother. Just called in and say, what's up with this team, man? There's no drive at all with this team. Like, what's going on?
I don't know, man. They play good for 5 games, and then they completely turn around. They choke a fourth quarter lead, and then they get whopped off the floor by 40 points. So you tell me.
I don't know. I mean, why Kyle Lowry? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's got to go. I mean, I've been saying it for a couple weeks now. Like, I think the only solution here is to cut him. Like, you cannot keep starting this guy. He is right. Literally such a disadvantage for this team.
I mean, when they first got him, everybody was like, all right, welcome back, Kyle Lowry. I mean, he's more of a coach than he is a player. Think about it.
No, yeah. I mean, he literally stands over there during challenges and reviews, and that's the most energetic I see him. When he's on the floor, he does absolutely nothing for this team. And the last 2 nights, he has played 6 minutes to start the game, and then he sits out till like the fourth quarter. I don't understand it. Why?
Yeah,
Why is he still playing?
I don't get it either. I mean, we don't see any Dembona at all.
Nope.
I mean, what does he have against Dembona? Why does he play him at all?
He is another coach, and we know this well, that is allergic to young guys, I guess. I mean, Ricky, Dembona, Justin Edwards, these guys don't play till garbage time. I mean, Ricky did play, to be fair. Ricky was acting wild tonight, but, these guys play well. They get into a rhythm, and then they sit for 5 games, and, they can't build up any consistency or any confidence.
Is this team a playoff team?
Are they a playoff team? Yes. Are they a championship team? No. Right now.
Okay.
That's what I would say. But I would say, again, my main question, because this is the first game actually where Maxey and Embiid and George have all been on the floor together, start to finish, and they lost. My question again is, like, can they stay healthy for a consistent stretch of games? Or are they going to sit back-to-backs the whole season?
I mean, I like West Coast games. It doesn't bother me. Like, I can watch these games. I have no problem with that. But with seeing these guys get blown up by like 30, that's no fun. I mean, really, what fun is that?
Yeah. I mean, can't play like this, It's brutal. That's how you kill momentum.
I totally agree. I'm totally with you. I mean, is this a Nick Nurse thing? Is this what we're expecting?
It's an everybody thing, but tonight to me was a Joel Embiid thing. Like, you're the leader of the team. You come out and set the tone that, hey, we're going to be lazy and relaxed and not play defense. And the whole team just kind of took the mold of the superstar tonight. And I just felt like nobody really cared.
I mean, Curry goes off for 30.
Yeah.
You kind of expected that, right? I mean, did you not see that coming?
I predicted him to have 38, but you think about how many games Curry has played in his career, how many great moments he's had. He's never been 8 for 8 in a game from 3. So that tells you all you need to know about how tonight went.
Right. I got you. All right, so Brooklyn coming up. Are they at Brooklyn or are they home?
Say it again?
I said they got Brooklyn coming up. Are they home or away? I think they're away, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought they were home. Let me check.
I thought they said they were at Brooklyn.
They might be. Yeah, they're at Brooklyn. You're right. They're on the road.
Okay. Will we see Ben Simmons?
Yeah, we'll see Ben Simmons. He won't do anything, but we'll see him.
Do you miss him?
No. What else you got for me, man? You got me up here at 1 a.m. talking about Ben Simmons. Come on, man. Come on. What else you got?
No, seriously. Do you miss him? Do you miss him? I mean, do you think he make a difference?
No. All right. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night. You start asking me about Ben Simmons at 1 in the morning. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like when it rains, it pours, right? When it rains, it pours. Come on, bro. We just got whopped by 40 points almost. And you're asking me about missing Ben Simmons? Come on. Let's go to the next one on the Discord. Let's go to my guy, Mr. Hoover, man. I know Mr. Hoover's probably suffering tonight. Hoover, what's up, man?
What's up, RB? You hear me?
Got you loud and clear. What's up, Mr. Hoover?
What's up? So we went to our usual nonsense tonight, and it's clear that from the last game they had no plan whatsoever. I mean, I didn't even watch this game. I was lucky enough just to get home a little bit ago.
Oh wait, you said you didn't watch this game? Bro, you are lucky, man. You are lucky.
I'm lucky. I got the stat what you just said. 40 is something assists for the Golden State Warriors, us 16. So that's just plain, I'm guessing, ISO ball the entire game.
I mean,
no plan, nothing going on, no identity. Like it's like, okay, we had this win streak, and all of a sudden, like we're collapsing like a crumble cookie.
Like I said, my biggest issue tonight is that you come out against the team that's playing two power forwards. Trace Jackson Davis is not a center. He's 6'9", and Joel Embiid didn't even get in the paint till about the second quarter. I just didn't understand the game plan. They weren't really doubling, trapping him up top. Made no sense.
There was no game plan. But I want to say this, though. There might be a silver lining to this.
What is it?
There might be one. Okay. The silver lining is we know that they don't listen to the fans, so they have to listen to results. Okay. How much more evidence do you need that you guys don't have enough at this point? Like, I don't understand at this point, like, why Eric Gordon is still here, why Kyle Lowry, unless he's bought out and becomes a coaching staff, is still here. At this point, you have options to do something, and Daryl Morey, you're not doing anything right now.
I'll one up you there too, man. Not only is he here, Kyle Lowry has started the last two games, and he does absolutely nothing. Like, here's his numbers tonight: 10 minutes, 2 points, 2 fouls, and 0 rebounds and 0 assists and 1 steal. Like, how much more do we need to see? At this point, you're just trolling, man. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. I mean, like, I'm sure you could find a younger guard or a third string or second string guard. If you put Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry together in a trade, I'm sure you could probably find like a third string or a second string point guard that doesn't play that much that could probably play better.
Eric Gordon tonight, 14 minutes, 3 points. Reggie Jackson, 8 minutes, 2 points. Jeff Doughton, 15 minutes, 6 points, and he got cooked by Steph Curry. I mean, Nurse just seems to be lost out there too, man.
He is lost. I mean, there's no plan there. And after this, it's like, what else do you need? I mean, now that we know the Warriors upgrade, they just got Dennis Schroeder a few weeks ago. Okay. They freaking kicked our tails in.
Yeah. For second round picks, they got
34 points.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you need to figure out? Okay. We need a power forward / center combo from one guy who could be, I don't know if it's John Collins. I don't know what, I don't have a numbers or personnel in front of me right now. I'm just talking to you from my car. But the thing is, we need a power forward center and we need a backup point guard. It's so obvious at this point. I'm like, why doesn't Daryl Morey want to make a move here? It makes no sense, because why do you have to wait to the trade deadline?
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. You look at the Nets right now. The Nets are literally selling pieces off. They've traded all their pieces other than Cam Johnson for second round picks. They gave away Finney Smith and Shake Milton and, Dennis Schroeder. I mean, teams are starting to look at trades, and you know what this team needs, I mean, it's quite obvious.
It isn't. I mean, like, why wait to the last minute when you already know what you need? Okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have KJ Martin with that contract. We have Eric Gordon who can go. We have Kyle Lowry who can go. We have big contracts that can go. Now, will we go out and get Jimmy Butler? I don't know, because right now, being honest with you, and Paul George, I appreciate his defense, but it's not worth $50 million. I would go get Jimmy Butler right now if I had the chance. I would.
I actually put that post earlier on my Twitter during the game. I said, would you do PG for Jimmy straight up? And I'd say about, at least what I looked at so far, about 80% of the replies were no, you're crazy. Don't do it. Sixer fans get in this syndrome where they're,
Why not?
I don't know, man. I mean, both options probably are not moving the needle, but I think it's fair to say, like, obviously the stars have to play better, but you need a guy that can just give you that go-to bucket. And sometimes it doesn't feel like the Sixers have that all the time. Like Maxey shows it, and then he has games like tonight where he can't even hit a layup in transition. So I don't know, man.
I mean, that's why our bench is a bench in any team, whether it be G League, NBA, or just regular, when you're playing as young kid, like I've done before, you need a bench when someone's not playing well to step up. That's our problem. We don't have a bench. I would love to get Jimmy Butler. I would think personally, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't he not better than Paul George? Is he not putting up better numbers than Paul George right now?
Yeah, I think he's definitely putting up better numbers. You got to look at the situation, but I just think like the Sixers keep going down this rabbit hole of like, hey, let's pay a third guy, 40, 50 million when, it's all about how can you build the team as a collective, right? And why don't they have better bench players? Because they pay PG 53 million, So it's tough, man.
It's highway robbery. I mean, like, you know what? And as I said, if Paul George was to restructure his deal right now and forfeit a lot of money, I'd have no problem with that whatsoever.
Can't do that, man.
It's so interesting to me with all these players, and it doesn't apply only to this era, but it applies to any era. Everyone says, "Well, I want to go win a championship. I want to go win a championship." Okay, it's very easy to go win a championship. Go to a team that's good and take less money.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but a lot of these guys are not turning it down. They're not turning down 50 M's. So,
well, I mean, like, how much more money do you need? Like, Paul George probably has a huge real estate package. He has money coming in for the rest of, like, what more do you need? I mean, I'm not saying like throw away 50 million. I'm just saying, like, if it was me, I'm like, at this point, how old is he? Like 34, 35? This is the last big contract you're going to have. And then probably after that, you're going to get maybe like a 1, 2, 3 year deal, but it won't be even close to 50. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. I mean, he's locked in for the next 3 years after this now. So I think he's good. I think he's satisfied.
Well, if he's satisfied, man, I'm like, well, then you got to step up.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You got to step up. Then if you're going to stay here, then you have to step up, dude. You can't have these games of 12 points anymore. Asking anybody, is it right for someone to be paid $50 million a year when you're averaging 12, 13 points? Yeah, well, I have Joel Embiid. I get that. But when there are these games, multiple times when you see like 4-11, 4 for 12, it doesn't cut the mustard. And also for the Sixers staff, I'm closing before I get out of here. This is a prime time example of what we're saying. It could be a blessing in disguise that we got our butts kicked, because now you can see we have no interior defense. We say we have Andre Drummond. It doesn't work. He might rebound well. He doesn't play the defense. He's not in a defensive guy like that anymore. He's not the Andre Drummond from Detroit anymore.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. Mr. Hoover,
and now
appreciate you, man.
Time to go make moves. You have a good one.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. Appreciate you calling in, bro. Yeah, I mean, and another thing is like availability, Drummond played last night, doesn't play tonight. Oubre hasn't played in a couple games. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are just in one night, out the next. Sometimes availability is the best ability. I don't know what Sixer fans keep doing to deserve feeling like this, but it's frustrating. I mean, like I said, Steph Curry, they showed it on the broadcast, has, 81 career games of 8 threes. The next highest is 35. Like, do you know how insane that gap is from number 1 to 2? And yet he's never had a game where he's gone perfect above 6 threes. 6 for 6 was his best. He went 8 for 8. He just set a personal record. Why do teams always set personal records against Philly, man? I don't know, man. It's just brutal showing. I mean, I can keep harping on it. Sure, like I said, they're going to start playing these better teams. Keep in mind, they haven't played some of the best a lot. They haven't played the Thunder yet. A couple of these other good teams, they've only played them once or twice. So, schedule's going to get harder. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll go to one more rapid fire. Let's go to Cool J on the Discord. Then we'll wrap this baby up. But brutal showing tonight, man. Cool J on the Discord. What's up, man? Cool J on the Discord. Going once. Going twice. Cool J might have fell asleep, man. He might have fell asleep thinking about this Sixers team. All right, man. See if he wakes up, but I think he fell asleep, bro. But nonetheless, the way that this game went tonight, Sixers didn't show up. Paul George didn't show up. Joel Embiid didn't show up. Tyrese Maxey didn't show up. Nobody showed up. Gershon Yabusele had a pretty good game. Should have played more minutes in the first half, but he didn't. And, yeah, I mean, you got obliterated. You got eviscerated. You got blown off the floor. I'm just happy that these games are going back to normal time because now, I'm going to be up late thinking about this game and how bad they got washed. So what do we hope for? We hope next game they come back and look better. I'm going to go look at some of the Embiid quotes and stuff like that. But, we're hanging on. We're hanging on to the hope that Joel can be healthy for the whole season and Maxey can keep taking the step and Paul George can be a consistent third option. And it just doesn't feel like they have been consistently. They started to show us a run, but then you have games like this. Like, I feel like good teams, like, for example, Boston, right? Or say the Cavs this year, or OKC, they don't have games like this. They lose, but they don't lose like this. It's absolutely brutal, man. Someone's got to have an explanation for some of the decisions that are being made. All right, we'll go real quick back to Cool J's ready now. See what he's got, man. Cool J on the Discord. Fire away.
Yo, RB.
Yo, what's up, man?
Sorry about that. I don't know what was with Mike.
Nah, you're good, man. Hit us what you got. Rapid fire, bro, because everybody's frustrated, and I don't even know what else to say about this game, man.
I'll keep it short. I'll give you 3 pointers. One, Joel Embiid was just. I was going off of what everyone said. Joel Embiid was was really effortless today. He set the tone for the Sixers, and if you keep give a lazy performance, so's the other team. It's like the domino effect. So that got to be worked on. 2, you got to they lost all competitiveness both the first game, this game, and last game. They were competitive last game, but didn't finish. This time, everything just blew out of the water. There was just no performance whatsoever. And the third and final thing I'm going to say, get Kyle Lowry out of this team. He produces nothing. You've been saying this for a long time. I don't know why you don't listen, but get Kyle Lowry out of this team. He produces nothing.
It's funny, man. You've been calling in every game, and obviously I appreciate that, but I feel like you've been saying that every game. I've been saying it every game. How do they not see this by now, man? How do they not, they have to see it, right? They have to. I don't understand. It's not that hard to see.
Exactly. It's just I don't know what's going on with the officiating, but this stuff has got to change. And especially now that the schedule's going to get even more hard, like you said. If they keep doing this, they're going to be 13 and 35 in months.
It's absolutely egregious, man. You can't play Kyle anymore. You can't start him. Cut him tonight. Make him an assistant coach and call it a day. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that, man. All right,
Yep.
Cool Jay.
It's all for me, man. Of
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
course, man. Thanks for having me.
Sleep well tonight, man. Tough one tonight. Sixers go down 139-105, as you can hear. And by the way, great callers tonight, man. Great callers tonight. The fans are frustrated. I'm frustrated. 2 in a row. Got to wake up on Saturday. You're in Brooklyn. Brooklyn doesn't even have a fan base anyway. Better not lose that game. Better not lose that game. Got to find a way to find a way. Get back in it. Pick your head up. Can't play like this again, man. Brutal. Sixers post-game live show. Every game right after the game on YouTube. Game day live show. Every game during the game. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Best fan base in the world. Sleep well. Enjoy your night. Catch you on the next one. Peace.